4 hell of a good programs though.
Please.
Access, Data or Excel, fucking PowerPoint, and Word. Those are 4 amazing programs.
They're the best,
and they've
dude.
laid the groundwork for everyone else's programs on those same levels.
Dude, I can't tell you how many college classes I've been in where it's just like we only accept Word documents or like Excel.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one else.
No, why not? Why would they?
Because I'll tell you what, Microsoft. Did you see that Apple's going after Microsoft right? Yep. They turned their focus back to Microsoft from Google. They just read an article the other day about it.
Really?
Because Microsoft's coming out getting in this tablet war with them, and they're using that Microsoft Surface where they put, did you ever see a commercial like girls like flicking files around on the?
Yeah, they need to go to war with fucking
futuristic
Samsung
Star
because
Trek
Samsung
shit, you know
phones
what I mean?
are fucking kicking ass right now, and the iPhone's fucking.
I want
back.
Google Glass. When do I get that?
Google Glass is being tested right now.
I know. I seen somebody at Eaton Park in Bell Vernon with a wearing a Google.
Really?
I swear to God, he had a Verizon
awesome.
shirt on. He was wearing Google Glass, and I was like,
badass.
dude, that is really fucking cool. And he was like, yeah, I'm a beta tester. It cost a bunch of money. I'm awesome.
Wow.
And I'm like,
no, you're not awesome, dude.
That's
exactly-
You're paying to help them.
Battery lasted,
That's that says a lot about Apple though. That you can fucking seriously have people paying you.
Yep.
To try your
that's
products out, or Google. Well, Google, Apple, they probably
if you
all
want
do
to come out
that,
with
honestly.
something that kind of badass,
Well, you get
some people are going to pay you money
just
for
like
the
the
privilege
PS4.
of being
Yeah.
I'm
the
sure
first people to do
probably
that.
have paid $1,000 to get.
People
the
are getting
PS4
it early. People are gonna get a month early.
Oh, yeah,
I know
why
they
not?
are.
Yeah, well, they had that contest talking about, all the robots are already dead.
That's when you know you made a good product, though, too.
But
When
were the
people
robots
want to
ever
pay a
alive
lot
to
of
begin
fucking
with?
money for
No.
it before it comes out.
They were never alive to begin
Yeah, you made a
with.
good product.
Are
when people
you
want to pay a lot of
sure?
money
Where
I'm
does life
I'm
begin?
very short. Life begins with a
shitload
one
of
and a zero.
Hey,
Are we back?
remember,
What?
don't sit close to the mic.
Are we back?
Sit
Yeah.
back.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
Are we
Back
rolling?
a fucking again.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're
All
rolling.
right. Are we live?
Snap, snap.
Are robots
Live.
alive?
Are we
What's
live?
up? We are live.
We
Twin
are.
Leaks cast. Oh, sorry, I'm close to the mic again.
Just
Twin
outside
Leaks,
the center.
Twin Leaks cast. Getting this fucking shit set up. Sorry.
Just outside.
Back
the
here with
center
Dom and
of us.
Rita.
G'day.
Like us on Facebook. Follow us
Guess
on
who's
Twitter. You
back?
know how it is.
Back again.
Back again.
All right, no, but first we get out, let's get all the plugs out of the way. First of all, go on Facebook. Our most recent post on Facebook, we have started 2 fantasy sports leagues, one for the NBA and one for the NHL. If anybody is interested and wants to fucking do fantasy sports with all the Twin Leaks cast fans out there, we have 2 leagues set up. It's the most recent post. It's through Yahoo. The NBA draft is this Sunday, the 20. Oh fuck!
I'm in, dude.
I had it on my phone. Hold on.
Oh, you already got 1 subscriber. Look at that.
Good. We need.
Look at that.
I want
He
a
just
full
wants
20.
he just wants to shit on people.
I
Just
want a
don't let
full
this
20.
kid
I
fool
want a
you.
full 20.
He's
I'm gonna
fucking
shit
good.
all
He's
over
fucking
people.
I
pretty
just want a
good.
full.
He's pretty good.
I
at
want a full
NHL
20
shit.
I'm
in each.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know nothing about
Called that-
NHL.
called
I'm
that
talking about- I'm
game?
in the NBA.
We're gonna get to that.
Watch-
We're gonna get to
watch-
that.
alright.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's the NBA draft is this Sunday, October 27th at 10 o'clock, and the NHL draft is the following Sunday, November 3rd at 10 o'clock. We're trying to get a full 20 teams, 5 teams per division. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. We have stacked teams. You have a big full roster.
Who's the NBA fan? Who's the NBA fan out of you two that are on NBA? Like you are?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that young owner?
Mm-hmm.
He's like 30 years old for the Bobcats.
Yep.
Called out Jordan the other day for
Yep.
$1 million.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't
like,
it awesome,
hey, I
dude?
got $1 million. I said, fuck it. I'm gonna put it down here and play Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Wait.
But he was calling out all these other stars.
What?
But then he said, fuck it. I got $1 million right here. Bam. I'm playing Jordan. Come and bring it. And Michael Jordan hasn't answered to it yet. They said.
Mhm.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, he's trying to
A
bet
mil-
Michael
This
a
Jordan.
mil on the
30-year-old
game.
owner, and I heard he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like everything I was looking at, they said he's pretty good.
Michael Jordan doesn't need $1 million.
It doesn't matter. It's for charity. He's
Oh.
offering $1 million. He's like, bam, I'm putting this $1 million down. It don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, charity or not, I'm putting $1 million down. I want to play Michael Jordan.
That's fucking crazy.
He hasn't
dude. Who has
answered
just
back
$1
yet.
million to just play Michael Jordan? I'm just gonna play Michael Jordan for $1 million.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck.
That's
I'll wipe
what I'm
my
saying.
shoe with it.
I can
You
do
know what I mean?
1,000 better
Right.
Like, are you
things
fucking-
with $1
are you
million.
fucking kidding
A
me?
million, dude.
I would love to play Michael Jordan.
I got $1
if it
million
ain't
better
working
I
out.
things to do.
could live my life with $1 million.
Yeah.
A lot of
Every-
people would suck some cock for $1 million, honest to God, and then you just have it to piss
Dude,
away on playing
you're
Michael
crazy.
Jordan.
You're crazy.
You're crazy if you
if
wouldn't.
you wouldn't suck
Yeah,
cock
I
for
know.
$1 million.
Crazy if you
Well, that's why I said a lot of people. I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to say like I'd suck dick for $1 million, and then everybody look at me and there'd be crickets chirping in the
no,
background.
no, dude. If you're listening to this and you're out there and you're like, I wouldn't suck a
that.
dick for $1 million, you're fucking crazy,
Move
dude.
to France.
Crack whores do it on the street for like 25 cents.
Yeah,
so
fucking A.
I don't want to fucking hear it. people live, and if you're gonna live
I don't know,
fucking $1
Rob.
million rich, I
Rob,
think
if you ain't
that'd
hit
be
the streets in a
worth
while.
an old story. Like, oh, I live in
you haven't hit the
Cancun.
streets
I live in
Blowjobs,
Cancun.
blowjobs run at least fucking 40 to 60, at least anymore. I mean, if you haven't been on the street yet.
40 to 60.
Listen, I found a map of all the spots of prostitution in the city of New York while we were in New York.
All of them?
recently. Yeah, like it like mapped out and it explained each area, and like here's the best place to get prostitutes. Here's the next best place. And This is
Really?
why
Really?
these are the kind of prostitutes.
Were you
you'll
talking to
find
some dude?
Did you ask
No.
your phone? Did you
Yeah,
ask?
fucking Reda was
Did you
with
ask
me.
Siri? What's the best place to pick up hookers, Siri?
I should have. I really
It's
should
like,
have.
dude.
But this guy had actually made a map of Manhattan and then like laid out all the best areas in Manhattan to get strippers. Or, I mean, to get whores and prostitutes.
Wow.
What kind of a horrible
Oh, 'cause,
like
yeah. It was
list
fucking
is
awesome.
that?
You know what I mean? No, it's a
It's like
great
these
map.
are these are the
It's a
best.
great map.
These
Like
are the
it's
best
a map
ones.
that the government should put this map out, but of course, like the oldest profession in the
great
world,
map.
This
can't
is
get
where
fucking
this is
supported.
where the clean
I mean,
ones
really-
are. This is where your dirty ones. This is the cheat. If you get
Dude,
the
that's
cheat-
like a world map in a
the
video
cheat
game.
night.
It's
See, that would've been better.
necessary.
I'm just saying, the government supports all kind of bullshit.
Hey, at
they don't
least you're
support
learning
the
about
oldest
your
profession in
environment.
America.
Yeah.
If a woman wants to fuck some guys for money, let it be.
Yep.
That's her prerogative. Make her get tested. Make her show records
dude,
and
you
shit
should
like
have
they
to-
do.
Yeah,
And
it
let
should
her
have
pay
to be
taxes.
all-
Make her
yeah.
pay taxes.
Boom.
Fuck-
Yep.
No, fuck
Boom.
taxes. I hate taxes.
Well,
And
so
it's
do
not
I.
even
everybody else is
constitutional
gonna
at
pay
all.
taxes.
Not
If everybody else got
constitutional.
to pay taxes,
Fuck
What's
it,
not
taxes.
constitutional?
Prostitutes got to pay
Taxes,
taxes.
fuck
but they
that
don't
shit.
now
Yeah,
because
fuck
it's
no.
illegal.
Yeah,
No.
but
if
so
it
they
was
just
legal-
make mad money.
Unbelievable.
Just
Oh
gets
yeah,
taxed.
for sure, dude. Everything, dude.
And then you just
fucking-
spread more diseases to everybody else because you know they're gonna get used anyway. Fucking, it just makes sense. To
Wait,
do.
what?
Just prostitutes.
Oh.
Fucking, you better get them tested
Fuck
because
that,
you know
yeah.
people are gonna fuck them anyway, and there's just gonna be fucking diseases everywhere.
need
So you might as well have them.
prostitution.
Yeah. So that fucking guy that never got
Doesn't
laid
Amsterdam-
ever doesn't go
Amsterdam-
fucking
Yeah,
shoot up his whole post office. You know what I mean?
AK, shoot his office.
Exactly.
why not?
Isn't prostitution?
He's just taking it
legal
out
in,
on that fine
Amsterdam
pussy.
or some shit.
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't think it's a fine pussy, but
I'm just saying. That sweet, sweet pussy.
That's
what
the more
he's taking it
expensive
out
pussies
on.
are pretty fine.
What?
I bet the more
Like,
expensive
I could
ones,
grab this AK.
you know,
and shoot
like
my
grade
fucking
A
Like-
stuff. You got
Yeah,
pay
like
for it.
politician
Wow, all right.
governor.
This
like
is
politician
ridiculous.
governor whore. Yeah, you
This
gotta
is
go
not
after one of them.
ridiculous. This is a great conversation. I mean, truthfully.
Come on.
Look, that.
gotta
Well,
have
I mean, it could
standards,
segue
dude.
into
You're
some
paying
shit
for
right
it.
now. Did you guys see that? I heard there was another school shooting again today. Did some
What?
of these?
It wasn't today. It was
It was on the
yesterday.
East Coast. This one was
Yeah,
on the East Coast.
I didn't hear anything about it, but I heard there was another school.
Well,
Was
there was
it
two.
another
There was
false
one in
flag?
Nevada. There was one in Nevada.
yesterday or the
Yeah,
day
that
before.
was yesterday. The one in Nevada.
then there was
yesterday.
another one
Then
today.
My boss told me there was another one today. And I think he said it was in Maine. I don't know. It was
Really?
somewhere on the East Coast.
Sometimes
Maybe I'm wrong.
you hear
Wow.
stories like that and then they're not real.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
the
the
one in
last-
Nevada is
Or they're
definitely
a
real.
or
There's
they're
a
a false
teacher
flag
dead
or
and there's two
something like
kids
that.
that were injured.
there might be.
No, there's
false-
one kid dead, one teacher dead, and somebody.
What are they
injured.
trying to blame it on? Is this do you think this is another ploy to get guns
Yeah.
outlawed again?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
You know
yeah,
what?
it is.
Yeah. This time it was a 9mm, not an
Boom.
assault rifle.
It doesn't matter. It's all.
And they're gonna
it's all
push for
just-
handguns next.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably.
And then
Oh,
they're gonna
that's what's
push
gonna happen.
your ammo is just gonna go through the roof. It's not even really outlaw guns. They just want to make as much fucking money off that before that you can't have it anymore. It's just like, just give us all your fucking money. $10 fucking shells, $20 shells. We don't give a fuck. You're gonna buy them anyway because
Yep.
we know you're stocking up, dude. I just
Word.
read something the other day that was like comparing like four. We talked about it on the last podcast. Like 4 leaders. The last leaders to take away guns from their people, like 3 months later, killed
Oh yeah.
millions of
Tons of
people.
people.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like
millions.
Stalin.
That's
and,
what that's what
Stalin,
Obama's gonna do
Hitler,
on that lame duck presidency.
Kim Jong Il, I think
Kim
it was.
Jong-il was another one.
Yeah,
Yeah. and then
Hey,
they
you
killed-
can't have an armed populace and then just start killing a bunch of them. That'd be dumb.
yeah.
People
well,
would have a problem with that.
well, Americans aren't dumb, and I think a lot of them are armed. So
I care
better
so less
think twice
about
before
voting.
they
I
All
have
I'm
no
saying,
idea how long it is
dude,
till we
if they,
vote
dude,
anymore.
Wow,
dude, if they
dude,
get
it's
rid of
so
guns,
useless
if
to
they
vote.
get rid of guns, good luck trying to get all those little redneck fucking hick towns to
Ain't
give
gonna
up
happen.
their guns.
Yeah, right.
Those
dude.
fuckers give their kids guns when they're like 2 years old. There's
Yep.
all kind of crazy stories in the news
you
about
ain't gonna
that
fucking
recently.
you ain't gonna fucking go into those towns and be like, all right, we're taking
Oh,
all your
no,
guns.
fuck
Like,
no.
no, you're dead.
No, not in
No.
America.
Dude, if I walked in the house and
That's
my
right.
kid
This
was
is
holding
America.
a fucking
This is
gun, I would get
America.
nuts.
This
Oh,
is
yeah, for
America.
sure.
I ain't lying. I mean,
Go crazy,
hey,
dude.
They're gonna go around in tanks, and we're still
when
gonna
you
fight
prove
back.
to me you
Fuck
can
'em.
handle that gun responsibly, then I'll.
Yeah, maybe.
You can have it
can't
on your
even- you
hands
can't-
all you fucking want.
But they can't even handle cell phones. So
Yeah,
what
but
the
when if my 6-year-old daughter was holding a damn rifle when I walked in the door, I shit my pants.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd be
saying,
scared.
but then you got you like you said though. There's all you think these hick motherfuckers on it? No, they're 3-year-olds got the rifle pointed right at your nuts and they ain't missing because they're a good shot
Oh,
because
yeah.
they already ran thousands of rounds.
Dude,
through that
they shoot
rifle.
squirrels all day long in the backyard.
You
Come
know,
on.
it's the truth, dude.
You know?
It's the truth.
What the fuck you doing over there?
I don't know, man.
Lowering Reda and Dom a little bit.
You should, yeah. 'Cause
Lower yourself,
We're like
You're
a little.
really
We're not
loud.
in stationary
Yeah, we should.
seats.
You need to lower yourself.
Should
You're
be
really
sitting
loud.
back more.
This is as back as I can sit. I get it back of a chair.
Back of a chair.
Well, we're doing this right in the middle of the podcast. It's kind of stupid.
There we go.
We shouldn't be discussing our sitting arrangements.
That's
Rita.
very unprofessional.
All right. I think I'm good now.
You're
we need
good now.
We need to get a fucking PowerPoint. That'll get us
Yeah,
back on
that'd be
professional.
professional.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
That'll take us right
That'll
back
get
to
us back on
professionalism.
track.
A power.
No, but I have something to talk about because
that's what we were
the
talking about. You
podcast
didn't
we
hear
did
that?
last night.
Yeah, I did.
Podcast we did last night. We were watching the Pens game, and while we were watching it, I
Shut
was like,
the fuck up.
I was like,
dude.
we're gonna lose tonight, and fucking him and our guests were like, oh, like, no, man, we ain't gonna lose. I'm like, we're gonna lose. I know we're gonna lose, and you know what? We lost 1-0. And as soon as we started talking about it, that's when they scored.
Bullshit.
Dude, it was amazing.
Yeah, as soon go watch our last podcast, dude. As soon as we start talking about this game, it's like, oh, and he scores like the second. That we
Dude,
start
I knew it.
getting into
I knew it,
Fucking
dude.
Crazy, dude.
My sports
I hate
flow,
when that shit
my sports
happens.
flow ether is
Shut up.
on point.
Shut up.
Please.
Shut up.
You make
Grab-
bets?
Grab your
Please.
list, fool.
I'm about to start because I need to. Because like I can probably really make some money doing this
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I said. You should definitely get into that. And anybody who wants to sign up, like you said, get on it. See if you can beat them. If
Yeah,
you're up
for
for
sure.
a challenge.
If you're up for the challenge.
All right, but I wanna. On that note, I want to switch from sports to Fukushima real quick. Something more serious that I feel like
Fukushima.
no one's talked about enough, and we're really not treating it as like
As serious
big
as it is?
Yeah, as big a disaster as it
Should be
really
talking about this every
fucking
day.
is. Yeah, it should be like, all right, not like what are plans to fix Fukushima within like the next 10 years. It's like, what can we do right the fuck now? Like, drop everything we were fucking doing. Drop money in war and drop all this in politics and drop this.
It
and
should
drop
be
that.
the world
And be
should
like,
be involved.
yeah,
right now.
the world should
Good
be
job.
doing it. Like, hey, what the fuck? We need to stop this shit. Like, radiation in our water supply, seals and all kinds of animal life are washing up on beaches
Right.
with no
Now
fur,
That's professional.
no
What?
fur and
What's
blisters.
professional? What's
Like,
unprofessional
all
about
kinds
this?
of shit.
The
It's
gentleman's
fucking horrible.
drink.
It is.
And then there's like this
Crown Royal.
this
It's for royals.
It'll get you
ton
drunk.
of shit that's just floating in the ocean that's radioactive that's now beginning to run into California. It's the size of California, and it's like actually hitting
What's the
into
size
California.
of California?
The fucking radioactive pile that's
Well,
coming.
yeah.
how the fuck do you
For
think?
sure. Cheers.
How do you expect these people to fix the problem? I mean,
Everybody, the world has to fix it, dude.
That's the thing, though. Like they just let it get out of hand.
You have to come up with
That's-
it. You have to come up with a chemical compound that somehow eats radiation.
Now, how do you justify? I think we said this in a podcast before.
or like
it
an
still blows
energy,
my
an
fucking mind.
energy that can
How do
destroy
you justify
radiation
building
or
something
equalize
like
it.
that
The
next
ice
to
wall?
an ocean?
Oh, no.
That's
The
what I'm saying.
planet?
though.
Yeah.
Like
Who
why,
signed that
why
document?
don't you build that shit somewhere else?
Yeah,
You
you
know what I
can't. You
mean?
can't have nuclear power. Sorry.
Not in Japan. Sorry,
You can buy all the coal
You're
you
not
want.
allowed to have that.
No,
in
you
Japan.
can't have nuclear power.
Like it's an island.
He's like,
Any
I want
island-
to. He's like,
oh.
I want to see who came up and signed that document for the
Right.
safety engineer and was like, "Yep, this is good to go." Just
Yeah,
set
yeah,
this
don't
up. The
worry,
whole
we built it
and-
well
hey,
enough.
wait,
We
no.
really built it.
Actually, the world
If there's
leaders
an
had
earthquake-
to sign that for a
What?
nuclear power plant. I think the world leaders actually have to
Nah,
sign.
they don't have to sign that shit,
it.
do they?
Yeah, dude,
I
because
just-
it affects
I
the whole
think
world.
America should
There's
have
one
to
in
sign
fucking
off
West
on
Virginia,
everything.
dude. They're not very far from here, man.
Dude, wait? Did you see the
No, see,
radiation
here's
map
the
for
problem.
America? Chernobyl is like the fucking it's way past radiation.
Chernobyl?
Yeah,
What?
or not
Chernobyl?
Chernobyl. Fucking 3
Chernobyl?
Mile Island.
3 Mile
Mile
Island's like
Yeah.
right in the middle of
Super
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
super
it's been
radiated
by Philly.
area.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
it ain't
right
even
outside
that far.
Philly.
That ain't nothing. But you're talking about the Fukushima though,
Yeah.
going miles. You're talking about
Dude, it's
spreading
going across
the
the
length
ocean. Yeah.
of the entire America, not just like surrounding Pennsylvania
Mm-hmm.
in a little circle.
Yeah.
It's fucking making its way all
Dude,
the
they're
way
comparing
across the
it-
Pacific Ocean.
They're
Ah.
comparing it to Chernobyl. There's 3 complete meltdowns.
It's gonna be
Uh-huh.
worse
3
than that.
fucking meltdowns. They were comparing it like
It's gonna be
fucking.
worse
There's
than
so
Chernobyl.
much
See,
radiation, and it's
At
all
least the
just
Soviets
water.
kind of built that shit in the woods.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm
there's
saying.
not much
Nowhere.
around
That's what I'm saying. You're not
Chernobyl.
leaking it right
What's
into
the name
the
of that
ocean.
city?
Yeah.
It's in the Ukraine.
What's the
though.
name
It's
of
not
the
in Russia,
city?
though.
Yeah,
They made
but
a
it's
they made a
still-
scary
Yeah.
movie
they
just
build
now.
I dare
a
you to-
horror movie recently. What's the name of that city that was built? Was it Prayer or something? It's right outside of Chernobyl,
Oh, okay.
and they just completely
Oh, I
deserted
know
it.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that-
just like
that shit's
it's
gone.
everything's intact still. Like everything's
Yeah.
old school. There was just a scary movie that was made there.
Chernobyl Diaries.
I think, yeah.
Well, dude,
was it
go
Chernobyl
watch
Diaries?
Yeah, I think,
the
yeah.
Maybe it
Vice
was. Maybe it
documentary. He
was.
goes to the houses and it's like these people just left like
That's what I'm saying.
everything.
It's
just
wild,
like,
they just-
dude.
Oh,
just
they
like
just
that,
leave. It's
dude.
wild.
Like you just
But
leave.
If you
like,
look though, and you can only imagine,
they were
that's in
just
the
like-
middle of
it's
nowhere.
like you have
Get
10
the
seconds.
fuck
You have
out
10
next to
seconds
the
to
Pacific
evacuate your
Ocean.
house. Get the
Yep.
fuck out. You
Get
know?
out.
Come on,
Like,
crazy,
there's just
dude.
Or
stuff
3 Mile
everywhere.
Island, right in the heart of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That's your
Please.
second state admitted to the union. It's right in the heart of
But
shit.
here's the thing: like,
Fuck.
where are you gonna put it? Okay, we'll use America.
Middle.
Where? Nope, that's Tornado Alley.
No, yeah, you got to put that shit deep in the.
Yeah, but
in the
I put it
hills.
underground.
put it,
I put
like-
that shit underground. That's exactly
Underground,
what
then.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You put
You
that
put it-
But then you
underground.
Put it
just
underground.
destroy the
But then you
ground.
destroy the groundwater and
So?
all. the
We already
minerals
done
in it.
destroyed the
So?
groundwater.
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm
Put it
what?
in Nevada.
At least
I
you
will
would save it
gladly
partially.
donate
There you
100
go.
Seriously,
acres.
there's a bunch in Nevada we already nuked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, we
Fucked it
just
all
did
up.
that shit in the 50s.
Arizona,
We were
too.
just like, fuck it, we're just gonna nuke some shit. So,
New
I mean, let's
Mexico,
just
too.
put it, I mean,
Who are
Put
these
it
guys?
right around
Who
there.
are these guys signing off on these
No,
orders? Like,
there's
it's
over
like
1,000
geniuses
nuclear
but
tests,
morons.
dude.
Oh, I gotta tell you
1,000.
this.
Geniuses
I went
but
down to
morons.
Mexico to drop my
Right.
brother to college. We go through there. There are miles. I'm talking about, and I drove this shit, right? It's like 60 miles worth of just on both sides,
Just
government
fence.
fencing.
Yep.
On both sides of you, it's flat as shit. You see mountains in the distance.
That's what they
White
nuked it.
sands. That's where the first nuclear bomb was tested off at.
And you just can't be
Yeah.
there.
Dude,
you don't want to be
you
there.
can go there.
Dude, what
there's
if
there's a
yeah, but
monument,
what if there's
it's
like
farther
fucking,
back.
what if there's like
they
what
do
if
have
there's
a monument at
creatures
the
and
Trinity
shit
site.
growing
At
in
the
there?
Trinity site. That was like right
Yeah.
by Las Cruces where my brother lived.
Yeah.
Like right by there. It wasn't very far at all. It was maybe 20 miles out.
Dude,
That's
the next Godzilla's
Well, I'm
coming
just
out of
saying.
there.
But
Like,
you
Yeah,
come
that
through
should-
there,
that'd
and
be
the
a good
government owns
start to the
hundreds
next
and hundreds of
Godzilla
acres.
movie.
Yeah.
the next
Fukushima.
mutant, the
Why
next
do they do
mutant
that?
is coming out of there.
Because of that
Fukushima's gonna
shit
have
right there,
something to
dude,
deal
for
with
sure.
some crazy ass shit.
They blew up
That's
hundreds
fine.
of bombs there.
I'm fine
For
with
sure.
that.
Fucking A.
World's
Yeah.
not crazy enough.
dude,
I was
that's
just
so
thinking
nuts.
today. I was like, when does mankind ever get a break? It's like there's like no
Never.
point in time where it's just like
When they discovered
Peace.
electricity, when they, I mean, that was a
Well,
pretty
there's
big
peace in
break.
yeah,
certain
but
places.
then they were like, oh yeah, electricity. Time to turn this into warfare. It's like
What?
time to turn this into something
We
for
did kind
warfare.
of figure out how to use it to kill each other more efficiently.
Yeah, I was
But that's
like,
what
come on.
that's what humans
Everything
do.
Hey, there's
flies.
peace.
Like
There's
in the
pockets
Bronze
of
Age,
peace.
they had bronze swords.
There's
In
pockets of peace all throughout time, man. You know, you just have to find it, and you have to find out where it was. You know,
Yeah, like
pocket-
like Greece.
nope. The pocket for peace.
don't think there
The
was ever
pocket
a
for
time
peace
there
in the
was world
20th
peace.
century. The pockets for peace in the 20th
Yeah,
century
but
was
world
in
peace,
America.
world peace
I
now.
don't think there was never a time there's
World
ever
peace,
been world
though.
peace. Some
Maybe
motherfucker
at
was
the be-
pissed at some
yeah.
other motherfucker.
1829.
Forever.
Yeah,
Right
like
after a
yeah,
giant
like my
comet
buddy,
hit.
like, yeah,
That's
like
what
my
I'm
buddy said,
But
there has to be some like
1829?
war beyond wars. Like a
1829 to
fucking-
1903 in Brazil. 80 years without a conflict or a war
In Brazil?
in Brazil.
Well, that's what I mean. But there were
Yeah.
some other cats
Well, they
beefing
did
right
just
there.
Somebody
beat
was
the
Peter
asses
II.
beating
They did
up
beat
someone
the
on the other
asses
side
of
of the world.
all their neighbors though, right before that.
Yeah.
Brazil just whooped everybody's ass they were
It's
close
fucking
to,
8 times
and then
the size
enjoyed
of
80
every
years
other
of
con-
peace.
or country
That's
in the-
why
in
it's
the
so
continent.
big. It's because they took land off of a
Oh,
bunch of
really?
other
They
countries.
just whoop mad ass.
They
and
just
that's-
whooped
Oh, yeah.
mad ass.
That's fucking awesome.
Like
Yeah, it's
Peru,
pretty awesome.
Argentina, Colombia, Venezuela.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just
They were
whooped.
just like Colombia.
I didn't know that.
No,
Mhm.
that's Brazil.
Yeah.
Go Cigano, go Brazil.
This is
They
Brazil.
got some awesome soccer teams. I don't know.
Fucking A, dude. All those
It's
guys
like
are
fucking
great.
crazy
Soccer
fighters.
Is a great
Yeah.
sport.
What's
It
It's
is.
definitely underappreciated in
It is
America.
underappreciated in America. You're damn right. Pittsburgh built a new soccer stadium recently. The Riverhouse Stadium is pretty awesome if you haven't seen it yet.
Well,
check it
it's
out. I want
sneaking.
Pittsburgh to get a
it's
basketball
sneaking here into New York.
NBA won't do it
Why?
because there's not enough. There's
Well, the
not
last
enough
time
people
we
that
had an
want
NBA team,
basketball
well,
here.
we didn't have an NBA
We had the
team.
Pittsburgh
Yeah,
Penguins.
we only care about
no,
Penguins,
we
bro.
had the last time we had a professional
Penguins and
basketball
Steelers.
team, not the Piranhas. Piranhas were amateur.
CBA. They were CBA.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
No, that's what I'm saying. They are amateurs.
semi-professional.
But still,
It was the 70s. Pittsburgh Condors.
the Condors. And how many years?
71 was the last time we had them.
Yeah, but how many years they last? Not very long.
3 years.
Wow.
This-
That was the 70s. It's not, you know.
The NBA has a hard time getting profits in large market teams,
So-
let alone coming into a small market like here. Like Oklahoma City is a small market for them, but
they're
if
making
they didn't
bank.
have dudes like fucking Kevin Durant and fucking badass
You're right,
players,
I guess.
and they weren't making runs to championships, they would be hurting. I mean, it's been that way. Look at Charlotte. They lost the fucking Hornets.
Yeah.
Now then they got the Bobcats back. But the only reason why they have the Bobcats back is because the greatest player to ever played a fucking game owns them.
Yep.
So.
And he wants to keep a team in his hometown.
And he wants to keep a team in his hometown, so that's not going to go away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But look at Seattle. They lost the Supersonics.
Oh, I know.
I know.
I was so
Fucking
upset.
Vancouver Grizzlies. Do
Yeah.
they even exist anymore?
Memphis.
They're Memphis, exactly. And I don't know.
Toronto's about
The
to lose the
NBA is
Raptors, dude.
that's a good team, and it was a good team. But
It was a good
why?
team.
Because Vince Carter, they ran on the back of Vince Carter for years.
Years, dude. I know. It
Years.
just sucks. Well, the NHL's in the same position right now because they want to expand and add fucking 8 more teams.
Yeah, but they got shit team. There's some teams in shit markets right now.
Yeah, there is, but they got 4 cities that want a team like now. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want a team now. They want a hockey team like now. Las Vegas, Kansas City, Seattle, and
Las Vegas.
I want to say
Well,
another
Vegas is the
California city for
obvious
some
bet.
reason.
Vegas doesn't have any sports.
That's what I'm saying.
teams.
Vegas
They're
they're already going to get a football
hockey.
team. They're getting a football team.
The
They already
Penguins,
talked about it.
when right before Mario bought the Penguins and kept them in Pittsburgh, and basically bought the arena out of the new arena out of his back pocket, the Penguins were in the market to either move to Kansas City
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
become the Kansas City Arrowheads, or to become the Las Vegas Penguins.
Yep.
You know, that was going to be
Las
that was gonna
Vegas
happen.
is going to get sports teams
Yeah,
very fucking
very
soon.
soon.
They should have them over Pittsburgh. No offense
I think-
to the city of
dude,
Pittsburgh. I love it to
well,
death.
Dude, I
but
thought
they
San
should.
Diego
When's the last
Chargers was
time-
going to go to Las Vegas. Chargers were about to go to Las Vegas, but then they signed on for 30 more
Yep,
years.
a lot of teams fucking were, dude.
Well,
That's the
last
most
time,
logical
the
choice.
Pittsburgh got a professional sports team was 100 years ago.
Yeah, but our women's football team kicks ass, so fuck it, eh?
I care so much about that. That is the most important thing to me in my heart.
It should be.
I watch it
should
every
be.
night. Every
It
night
should
before
be.
I go to sleep.
You realize I was
read the
being
stat books.
completely sarcastic about that.
He was
Okay.
talking about the Steelers, dude. That's our women's football team.
Yeah, right
They-
now they are.
They beat the Ravens.
Did we win?
Yeah, we won the Ravens and we beat the
Ravens.
Jets.
Come on now.
We beat the Jets and
That's
the
pretty
Ravens.
sweet.
It was
I thought we were
sweet,
3-0 coming into the Ravens.
Fuck
we
no, we were
we were
0
like
and 3.
7-3.
Oh, and
no,
3, that's what I
we were
There-
1 in.
Yeah, we were
1
we were
and
3 and
4.
1 or
No, we were 0
We
and
lost all our
something.
games except for
Yeah,
the
that's what I
Jets.
meant. 4 or
We
something
beat
like
the
that.
Jets,
no, yeah, they
and then we just beat the Ravens.
Yeah,
And now we're going
we
to beat
beat
the
the
next
last two.
Cats. And if
Oh,
the
so we were
Steelers
like-
turn
Beat the
around and
next
keep going
Cats
on.
now.
I don't know who we play this weekend.
I don't know.
I don't have any
all my
Steelers on
faith-
my fantasy team.
All my
Right.
faith is going into the Penguins this
We
year.
got- that's a
you
good
on
idea.
fantasy football?
Huh?
Do you play fantasy
No.
football? Do you?
No.
Neither one of you play fantasy?
I don't do fantasy football. I do hockey like a
don't do
motherfucker, and I'm
fantasy
trying out
sports.
basketball this
Man,
season.
I don't get into it all like that.
See, I don't like jerk
Statistics
off
and
about it like
stat.
a lot of people do. But what I do is, I mean, there's a lot of people
Do
that
you?
jerk off to fantasy sports. There's
Oh
no
yeah, dude, they
fucking
get
way
way
about.
too into it.
Yeah, way too
Way
into
too
it.
into it.
Like, oh my god, that guy got traded to the Knicks. Oh! No, dude, I don't even watch ESPN. I honestly
No,
don't.
me neither.
But
Not
I'll go on
anymore.
Yahoo. I check the stats.
Not
I look
anymore.
at the numbers.
Why?
I search by different stat categories because to me that they mean a lot more.
Well, see, that's what I do.
Well, that's about it.
You see how I go into
It's all
fantasy
numbers
sports.
game.
Listen,
It's all a
Ryan,
number. Everything's
Ryan,
about math. That's
Ryan,
all.
you're right about
There's
Ryan.
a tip about life right
all right.
there.
Here's the
Everything's
here's the
math.
pitch to Ryan because I know he's not going to
Numbers.
join our own fantasy leagues,
You
but
better
he should.
join them just for fucking.
Just
shits
for
and
fun.
giggles.
Here's the thing, dude.
You don't
Look
have to
at
do
it,
shit.
Ryan. Look at it as a fucking RPG, because that's what I do, dude. I look at it like an RPG. I'm like each like position is its like
Yeah, but
own
you
character
gotta know
class.
what line they play and like if they're injured that year,
No,
if they've been good
you don't
last
have to
year.
know shit.
It's better to.
it'll
though.
just tell you.
Nope. Do you know what you got to do? Pick the best available. That's all you got to do. You know, if you know a little bit, that's fine. But you just got to come at it like like it's a video game, because that's how I feel like it is.
It kind of
Yeah, I just treat it like the game.
It's
Yeah.
just, it's statistics.
Life
Yeah.
is a video
Hey,
game.
I like playing
ask Reda what his
statistics, dude.
fantasy
That's why I
football
love baseball,
record was,
dude.
Like,
So many
yeah.
statistics.
This dude is getting his ass kicked in fantasy this year.
Hey, I'm like the Steelers. I won my last 2. No, I won my last 3.
Hey,
Whatever. Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked.
this
Yeah,
goes out to all you people who get into fantasy fucking leagues and then you bitch up and you get out. If you get out, I hate you. I'm just letting
Quitter.
you know.
You
You're a
fucking
quitter.
quitter.
Even if you're 0 and 6, I did it last year. I went 1 in fucking 12 or
Yep.
1 in 13
Yep.
in fantasy football into one league. Dude,
Still
if
played.
you don't change your people and put the people that are in and out and out and just be a dick about it, fuck
It
you.
sucks.
I hate you. I'm just letting you know that.
Just put
Hey,
the little bit of
don't
effort.
use-
because
I
you can
prefer-
stop
Dude, it takes
somebody else.
1 second to change your lines.
And
I
you can
prefer
stop
when
somebody else
people
from
I'm
winning.
playing
Yep.
don't set their lines. I'm just putting that out
Obviously
there.
you
That's,
do,
That's better.
but I think that's bullshit because we don't like. I mean, I'm not in it for that bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
not in it to watch you fucking win because some asshole it doesn't care anymore and fucking has 8 people that are out the game, but yet all my guys have to play. You know what I mean? That's fucked up.
Yep.
I'm playing some other cat who has all his players and he's trying to win.
Mhm.
Yet this cat over here is doing it. Now when it works for me, I still feel like that ain't right.
It
I don't.
sucks.
I don't.
It
I
just
mean,
sucks.
yeah, you're gonna take the win because everyone else does, but
But yeah,
I still don't. I feel like I'll be fine if I have to still play.
But
I'll
yeah.
compete.
all 3 of you guys need to join up.
I'm
all
fucking
3
joining.
leagues. On both leagues.
I can't join
excuse me.
hockey.
Oh, get out of here.
You can't do hockey?
I don't like hockey.
I'll do
Oh, come
hockey.
on.
I mean,
but
I'll
won't
join it,
do-
but I don't like
won't
it.
do, I won't do basketball.
You'll do
See, I
hockey?
like basketball.
All right. Well, if you do
Maybe.
basketball and you do hockey, what's that?
How long is the season?
Up until both
See,
go up until
basketball
March.
leagues are hard though
And
because
said-
you have
oh,
to
are they-
change your
who are
team
they
like
through? Are they
8
through
times
Yahoo
a
or
week.
Facebook?
Yahoo.
Really?
All right.
In basketball
I don't know.
fantasy,
I
same
still
with
have
hockey, you have to
Facebook.
set your
I
team
wasn't
every
gonna
week.
sign up for
You
a
can't
Facebook.
just
You
Really?
need to. I
Yeah,
can
you
give you.
can't
Oh,
go
you can
around-
only use a certain number
Well,
of
with
players
football,
a
you're
week.
only playing 16 weeks and you're playing once every Sunday, so
hockey
you
and-
have all
how
week
hockey-
to fucking do your
how
shit.
hockey and
Hockey
basketball
you have
works.
to set them up for the whole week.
Well, no. Well,
Unless
you
you
have
wanna
to
keep
set.
checking.
You can set them up every day. You have
Yeah,
to set them
unless you
up
wanna
every
keep
day
checking.
because you have all your positions. Then you have like 6 or 7 people that sit on the bench. So if they don't play that night, they can sit on the bench. But if they play that night, you want to get them to play because you won't get points for them. So what you do is, like how I do it is,
How do you know if they
every
play that night?
Monday you play somebody new. On every Monday, go through your lines and go through each day. Because if I set my lineup for Monday and then I switch to Tuesday and set my lineup for Tuesday and save it, when it switches to Tuesday in actual time, it'll automatically switch my lines. So you know what I'm saying? Do 7 days every Monday, or fuck it, sit there for like 10 minutes and do the whole month.
What's tough
and
about
just forget
it is,
about it.
see, here's what's fucked up about football or basketball and hockey though. One guy on your team may have 3 games in a week. The other guy may only have 2. And one other guy may have 4.
Well,
I mean, it's
What-
it's
what- you know
fucked
what- you know
up,
what-
though. It balances out over the whole season. But what if you come up to a week where you need to beat a guy who's in first fucking place, right? You have to beat that guy in first place. However, your guy's only playing 2 games that week. His man's playing 3. And you know what it goes on? Stat categories. It doesn't go on total overall points from your guy.
Okay.
It goes on like how many rebounds this team has, how many points this team has, how many steals this team has as a combined team, not even weighted per game.
It's player. Like if I have Sidney Crosby, if Sidney Crosby gets a shot on goal, he wins a face-off, he
It
blocks a
adds to the
shot,
total.
he gets a hit, you get 1 point, and it adds to your total for the week.
It adds. Oh, all your guys don't total up. Each individual gets a score and then totals up because everyone
Yeah.
I've ever played in, it's just all the stats.
Yep, like,
total up.
okay, I have Sidney Crosby, Steven Stamkos, and fucking Alexander Ovechkin. Like, Crosby scored 3 goals and got 2 assists, da-da-da-da-da-da. Each, there's like 20 stats, and then, like, each time they get awarded that in an actual game, you get 1 point for it, and then it totals up for the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? But here, I understand what you're saying. Like, when like
that fucked me. In
like
every
two
basketball league I've ever been in.
like your guy only plays 2 games this week and then it's 2 games this next
3
week
the
or
next
whatever.
week and shit.
This year's the Winter Olympics. Every NHL team plays 3 times a week because they're not going to play for an entire month because of the Olympics. So this is the perfect season to play hockey because
Where is the Winter Olympics this year?
each team plays. It's in Russia. Each team plays 3 times a week. Because they have to get 42 games in before the Olympics and then 42 games after the Olympics.
Hey, what city?
What
Does
city?
anybody know what city?
I don't know
this
what
year?
city it's in, but it's in Russia,
It's
I think.
in Russia.
Yeah.
It's Moscow.
No.
Moscow seems like a good guess.
Yeah.
So
I
I'd
don't know.
say.
Like everything in
Go
Russia.
with like a
Moscow,
75,
St.
80%
Petersburg. I don't know.
chance
St.
of
Petersburg?
Moscow.
I don't know.
Highly doubt it.
Well, don't they need mountains for skiing and shit?
It's in Chernobyl.
There you go, bringing it back
The
around.
Chernobyl Olympics. We're having radiation. Oh my god!
What you got in your crib sheet
Hey,
there?
did you see that thing on Rogan?
Shit.
Did you see that thing on Rogan where he said it's like what do they say? It's this age is Medusa. Like if you walk into this room in Chernobyl, you'll instantly like die. Like boom. Like you didn't see that thing on Rogan?
No.
He ran a story where there's where the reactor melted down in Chernobyl.
Right.
If you walk into that, instantly dead. Like it's not like I'll
If
get
you jump in a
radiation
pile
poison
of
and
molten-
slowly
if-
die.
Yeah, well, if you jump
It's
in a
like
pile
if I
of,
get to this point,
hot steel, you're
instant
gonna
death.
die. Like,
True story. I'm just saying.
yeah. Well,
But
lots
they're
of shit
saying
like
you
an
this
can
is the
do.
one
obvious-
place you
it's
can't
like
go.
an
Like,
obvious
if you walk
statement.
in this
Into a
thing,
nuclear
listen,
reactor. Wolfed
before
up.
you get all that, what I'm saying is they said what the story was about
guy
is
walked into
if
a
you
burning
walk into this
house.
room, you're going to die.
Yeah.
You're dead. You're
If
dead
you
instantly.
Jump
It's this
into
room.
a jet engine.
Okay, what is this
gonna
room
die.
is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
And it's like got all this crazy shit, and they had to send a robot in there to look at it.
They got a robot.
Where the reactor? Yeah,
A robot?
They had to get a
That's
robot.
pretty
A
tits.
robot.
They probably had to throw that robot away. They robot probably
Oh,
got.
it
rid
got-
of
yeah,
it.
no,
blow
it
it up
fucked up.
inside there or something.
Yeah, they probably just left it there. Just fuck it.
They
Where
did
else
leave
are you
it
gonna
there.
put it? They should dump all of the nuclear waste in Chernobyl.
Yeah,
Now
why,
that's a
They
good
should.
idea.
why would
Yeah,
we
that
do
is
that?
a good idea.
Yeah.
Why would we not take all our nuclear waste to already?
Just dump it from the
contaminated
skies.
waste?
just-
From the skies, rain it down on just
point.
one point.
Helicopters.
That's a good point. But think about it. Take all your waste to Fukushima. Take all your waste to 3 Mile Island. Take all your waste to Chernobyl. Just keep going.
Just make it into
Like,
bombs
you
and
know,
rain it
like
on other
Ukraine.
nations.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
making it into bombs and rain
I
it on
will.
other
No, I
nations.
can't even deny ever saying this. We're on video now.
Uh-huh.
There's a company that we
Kidding.
do that. Well, I've done work for before
Sorry.
that does things with radiation. These people. No, listen. These people own.
Shady.
These people own fields. There's one in Williamsport. There's one in Tennessee. There's one in Kentucky. They own these giant acreages of land where there's just massive cylinders of concrete filled with radiation, just filled with radioactive cores from these power plants. Lines of them. I've seen pictures of it. I've never been to these things
Right.
because
Didn't
I
we-
do.
didn't
I
we-
fabricate just a certain part of it. Like I supply for just a little part of it, but they have pictures in the offices and shit of just lines and lines of these containers with
Mhm.
radioactive waste in it. Just lines of them. Now, why are we storing them here on our soil? Why are we not shipping them to like 3 Mile Island where nothing
Right.
can be? Why are we not shipping it over to fucking Chernobyl where nothing can be?
Well, there's,
Absolutely.
there's two things about that. One,
Concentration.
that's probably pork in a bill.
What the
Places
hell?
probably want those things because the federal government will give them a ton of money to just. You had
Store.
worthless ass land, right? Like they're probably putting it somewhere that's pretty damn shitty. Some places not growing crops or doing anything.
Yeah.
Well, now it's definitely not.
Well, yeah, now it's definitely not. But so the government's paying them like $10 billion to keep their garbage there, and they're just like, free money, motherfuckers. You know,
The way,
Okay.
the way it's run
And
is
the
such
other
a
thing
fucked
is-
up system.
Well, that's so fucked up.
they fucking hollowed out Yucca Mountain, and they should be putting
Yeah.
everything there. But
We
they're
talked
not.
about this last
Yeah.
time. We talked about this last time. They should be put. They
And
have
that's
like
the only
three.
reason I
They
can
have like
think of.
3 great spots to put
Yeah.
all this bullshit, and yet they store it in places all over the world.
They like to
what-
spread it out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is your problem? Are you
Yeah.
dumb? It's like when you look at the top leaders, it's like, have you guys been off for the past?
I would
20
rather them
years?
take an entire
Like,
state
did
and
you
just
just, like-
fill it with radioactive waste, and everybody's like, "Nah, we just don't go to Montana."
Yeah,
Nah, fuck that.
honestly.
Yeah.
No one goes to Montana.
Yeah,
That's
it's just like, there's things
think
around the
just-
whole state.
It's like the demilitarized zone. The
Dude,
demilitarized zone.
it's
in
Fallout.
fucking
It's
Vietnam.
Fallout, dude. Montana is Fallout.
Well,
You just
dude,
go
no
in there and
one
people are
goes
like,
there.
Dude. Only you can't even go to fucking 70% of Nevada is owned by the government.
Yeah, you can't go there.
Yeah.
You're not allowed.
So, I mean, there you
I think
go.
it's more than 70%.
Like I said,
Dude,
That's
it's
a
like,
lot.
what else?
It's
What
I
else
believe
are
it.
they?
They got Reno and Las Vegas. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Like I
basically all the
said,
places
I
you're allowed
believe
to
it,
be
man.
in
Yep.
Nevada.
And you can
What
drive in between them.
I felt like at any point in time, if I turned off the road, me and my brother were traveling in Mexico, we would have been shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there were
Wow.
just tons, so many signs and
No, you
fences
can listen.
everywhere.
Listen.
Like,
I know.
We went to Roswell. That was tits.
Listen,
Wow.
I know someone who was out there, and they actually like went.
I heard there's a big like. Did you
went
feel
past
like
the
a
fence.
presence there? Was it like a
I
kind of
felt
a
like
presence?
this was a cool ass
Hold
place.
on,
Like
here
I
we
felt like this was the spot to be. Like
Something big
everybody
happened
loves
here.
aliens. Everybody's into the aliens. You know what I mean? I felt like that was.
I
the spot.
literally have sex with aliens.
Yeah,
I'm
like
just putting that
he
out
would
there.
have sex with an alien.
No, I do.
George
Oh.
St. Pierre over here.
Either way,
I did not fuck aliens.
my brother, we're driving
Hey,
down there.
don't
I
think
was like,
about
"Hey Jeff,
alien."
I want to stop at Roswell." He goes, "Yeah, well, we're not stopping." Blah 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 blah. We start passing Roswell. I pitched such a bitch fit. We turned around and drove 2 miles back to Roswell just because I wanted to go to Roswell. And you're right. There was something cool just about Roswell. It
There's
was
a
just-
presence there
yeah.
that's just like
Yeah, for sure.
there was
something's
just like,
here. Just like something's here. not a
everyone
lot of
believes
reason.
here.
There's a damn.
That's what it is.
There's a
It's
damn.
like,
Dude, there's a
everyone
damn good
believes
reason
here.
why it's all
This
all
is the
shut
thing.
off from the public. Just like all those other places, there's a damn good reason.
No, but I knew someone who like went past the fence.
And you're
like,
not
like
allowed
when
to
Like
know.
you have the
Really?
fence. They went past the fence. A white van, a white minivan, fucking just came out on the horizon, and just was just like
That
watching
doesn't really
them.
strike fear into the hearts of people, does it?
No.
A white minivan.
Well,
I think
all
I'm gonna
white
get
van.
kidnapped
white
and raped.
minivan.
Well, it was like an all white
Did it have
van.
a bubble? Was it a
Dodge
rapist
Caravan.
Well,
van?
no, they
It's
were
got
just
a
watching
TV
them.
antenna
You know,
in
like
it.
they pulled up on the horizon and just stayed out there. It was
I'm
just
just saying.
watching, see what they were doing. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker,
They
if
never
a
pulled
white
up.
van creeps
Really?
up me,
They never
I'm
said
They
anything.
didn't fuck with them.
They-
Oh
no,
yeah,
they were
because
just
they
seeing
didn't
what
get
they were doing.
because they didn't get close enough to be like,
Exactly.
all right,
Come here,
you're
little boys, let me
done
get some
now.
candy.
It's like, oh, they'll just take you all the sniper. They don't need to ask you questions. You're too close.
Yeah.
There's
Yep.
probably speakers like in the ground and shit. Get away!
I'd
I
be
doubt
afraid that
Who
white
knows,
van
dude?
was gonna
Who
have
knows?
a bunch of rapists in it.
You
and
can
shit,
speculate.
You know? I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
there's a van full of rapists in there high
Well,
on
not
mescaline.
full
like,
of rapists. I would just say that like that guy's a rapist. I mean, I don't know. If I see some fucking rapist van cruising along a fucking
in the desert
I don't care if it's government or not. I'd be worried about getting
on
raped.
government land.
Nah, fuck that.
You're like, that's a rapist.
White vans
I don't
are
trust it.
associated with that shit.
Sorry,
Everybody
if you have a
knows.
white van, I feel bad for you. You just
Right.
might be a rapist
What's topic
Or a
two?
government agent.
Or a government agent.
Huh? I really. Do
Which
you guys know
probably
anything?
rape people.
Wow. Do you guys
Yeah.
know anything about astrology?
I like astrology.
What's your birth sign?
Taurus.
Cancer.
Cancer. All right. We're coming in the age of Scorpio, actually.
Uh-huh.
If you didn't know that, the
That was
sun's
Aquarius.
moving into Scorpio. No, the sign for the year, like it moves through all the signs in
Oh,
a
for
year,
the year.
and we're going into Scorpio right
Okay.
now. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the
Scorpio.
fall.
Yeah, yeah. It's
We're in
it's a
Libra
good
right now, right?
We were in Libra, and then we moved to what's after Libra? Fuck, no, it goes Libra then Scorpio. Yeah, we
that's
were
what I
in
thought.
Libra. It's like the 23rd, 22nd of each month is when it switches over to the new sign.
Okay.
So we're in Scorpio right now, which is really good for business. If you're like starting up anything new, there's really good push and energy behind it. But you can sting yourself in the ass by acting too egotistical. So watch out. Stay loyal, all you Scorpios out there, and your worst quality is that you can't let go. So this month, focus on letting go of old baggage. And
Glad I'm not a Scorpio.
and the next
I'm
thing,
holding my
the next
shit.
thing I really want to get into is that we were talking about like as an energy source, nuclear reactors are like cheaper, but I actually found a source today that said furnishing every home in America with solar panels would cost less than the Iraq and Afghan wars, and plus it would save taxpayers more than $62 billion a year.
Interesting.
So
I
mean,
like
where-
those. That's
where'd you
cold
get
hard
that at?
facts, people.
I got
That's
that.
serious shit.
Numbers.
That's
Exposing
pretty
Data.
interesting.
exposing
Raw
the
data.
truth.co for that. And if you want to look into the astrology more, Inner Power Astrology, and we're going to get into bug out bags. So ultimate survival tips. Check that out.
We should talk about the new stink bugs that are coming.
Well,
Oh, I
besides
saw an
the
article about that, but I didn't read it.
I
saw
didn't
the
really look.
article.
I didn't really look into that too much.
What,
I
did
mean,
the government
new-
let these
they're
out to
little.
kill the
I
They're
doubt-
little.
bugs?
They're
yeah, but
like
I
this
doubt
big.
we're really gonna have to worry
Son
about
of
it
a
because it's
bitch.
getting cold anyway. They're not gonna come up here. They might
Yeah,
come up here
no,
next
it's
They'll
year.
next-
be here
yeah.
next year.
They're like this big, and they can bite you.
They bite.
Yeah,
What?
they're like this
Son of
big.
a
Dude,
bitch.
fucking stink bugs. I
Oh,
hate
they
'em.
bite
Thanks-
this time?
Yeah,
Thanks.
Fuck
and they're
that
harder
shit.
to kill because
See,
their shells are
evolution.
harder.
Thanks, government.
Fuck
Well, I
all
don't
you
even
people
crush
who
'em.
think
I just
Charles
put 'em in a
Darwin's
bottle.
full of shit. That's
Yeah.
all I gotta say.
Well, they
Just
dude,
keep getting worse and worse
Dude,
and worse.
evolution
But they said there's going to be more, and they're going to be
So
more
real.
of a pest
Evolution
because they're
is
so
motherfucker.
little.
It's happening faster and faster. What?
You got a pop-up thing. I don't know if it's
Oh.
important.
Evolution is a motherfucker.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Well, no, what they were saying is they're going to be like more of a pest than the last stink bugs because they're smaller and they're going to get in the cracks
Did
easier.
it say where these fuckers came
These
from?
fuckers bite me, I'm gonna be
South
pissed.
America,
South America.
they're migrating north, and they're going to be here.
Where are they
next.
now? Well, they also told us that we were going to get killer bees, and we never did.
Yeah, they did say that.
I
But
don't
then all of a sudden they came out and said that something's killing all the bee population.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
think
that's
it
the
was just too cold
spraying
for
and
the killer
shit.
bees
That's
here.
the spraying and shit. I think are killing the bee population.
I got
but-
chemtrailed the other day. That's why.
Dude, have you seen chemtrails at all
I've
in the
never seen
sky?
Dude, I swear to God,
You
that's
never
how,
looked
that's
up
why,
and seen one before?
Have you ever noticed?
I've seen
I don't know if anybody
contrails.
else has had this, but there's been a couple
I've seen
times,
contrails many times,
There's
but
been a
I've seen
couple times where I've
chemtrails a
gotten
lot
sick.
more.
and people with a lot of the same characteristics as me have been sick at the same time.
Yeah.
too.
Really?
We're like
Like you're focusing on
men
your
at
group?
the age of 30 that
All smoke weed together, all
No.
got sick at the
No.
same
no,
time.
not all smoke weed together.
You
Those are
lie.
people from work. fuckhead. I'm saying, and don't be talking reckless.
It's a government conspiracy. It's not because you shared a blunt with them.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
For
share no
sure.
blunts with no one at work. I'm saying fucking, like, I just noticed that sometimes all guys will be sick with, like, the same symptoms. Or, like, girls will be sick with, like, the same symptoms. I don't know. Or, like, the same people in a certain region, there'll be a lot of
Saying
people
they're
sick
trying
in
to
this
affect
region.
groups of people, like
I'm
a
just
certain group
saying,
of
I
people at a
just
certain
noticed
time.
that.
Or
Maybe
Well, no,
it's
well,
not
here's-
something. Maybe it's just me, like,
Well,
thinking about
every
it,
time
but
says someone brings up like chemtrails and like things along that lines,
I just noticed.
like all like if they were really trying to do that, that would probably be the most ineffective way to like experiment on everybody. That'd be the most ineffective way because
They're
they don't want to
experimenting.
experiment on everybody.
They're
They
not
only want to
experimenting.
experiment on, they're not going to experiment on like the governors and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
Well,
how I
it's
feel.
not
I
really
looked
an
at it from that.
experiment if you're doing it to everybody.
Yeah, I
Then
looked
it's
at it
just
from
some
that
shit you're
perspective
doing.
too, but it's not like really an experiment. And if the governors were really up into it and all the higher officials that are really in the top chains, they'd probably just have a pill you could take that whatever they're spraying doesn't affect
Antidote.
you. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, hey, we'll just spray this on everybody and we'll just take this pill and be fine.
So
you know?
everybody
I
that
don't
gets
know.
elected,
I just
is
think there's other
like,
things
they're
you need
just
to be
like,
worrying
so guess,
about.
Here's what's up.
Well, I mean, if you get to I'm telling you, the top echelon,
Uh-huh.
you get there's way more shit that we don't know about them that we think we do. Like, oh yeah, they're just running the government this way, and they're just making $1 billion here and another $1 billion here, and they're signing into this thing, and they're going into this group, and it's like these people get into crazy lives that we can't even fathom.
I mean, I can totally see how there's a small group of people that can be controlling things behind the scenes. I mean,
Well, I
there
mean,
definitely
the-
is to some extent. I mean, without
Yeah,
a doubt,
yeah,
you can
absolutely.
see that the people that contribute millions and millions of dollars to political funds.
Well, they made
They
it rain
fucking run
20 inches
shit.
in Abu
Yeah.
Dhabi.
Bilderberg, bro.
They made it rain 20 inches in Abu Dhabi last year, a place where it never rained.
Well, I'm saying they
Ever.
Dhabi's
what
gotten
with
They gotta get
no,
rain.
they
Stop.
they
you
made
saying
they
with-
manufactured that rain.
with the
Well,
they
they've been
might
doing
have
that
might.
for years. No lie, they've been doing
Yeah,
that
they've been
shit for
doing
years.
cloud
They've
seeding
been
for
shooting
years.
silver nitrate into the fucking clouds for
Yeah.
years to
Yeah.
make it rain. They used to do that shit. What they do that for the Olympics, like way back in the days.
It's
in-
dry ice.
Yeah, they've been-
It's not- I
well,
think-
they've been
No, it's silver
manipulating
nitrate.
weather
They
for
shoot
years.
silver nitrate
That's
canisters.
how we know
I
how to
know
do it.
this for a fact. They shoot silver nitrate canisters
Okay.
in the air, like over in Japan and China, to make it rain whenever it's on air.
Well, dude, there's natural
Make
things
it
you can do.
rain,
Like they
bitch.
have these cloud busters or whatever that actually make
Here, I'll
it
look that
rain
shit up
in
for
desert areas that I was looking
Yeah.
into when I was looking up Orgonite. This guy makes like fucking
Whoa.
tubes that use the
Watch that porn.
what? The electromagnetics to actually form storm clouds,
No, it's not
which is
like
pretty badass.
That's pretty badass.
But I
Did you
mean,
ever
yeah,
hear about the cloud busters? I don't really believe this myself, that try to think clouds out of existence or into existence, and they call this activity cloud busting. Like, you're supposed to
No.
lay on the ground and look at a cloud and will it to disappear.
that. No shit.
They call this cloud busting.
That
Have
sounds
you
like
ever
the
done-
most-
really
have you
believe
ever
they can do it.
practiced
I've
this?
laid on the ground.
Have you
in the
ever
clouds
practiced
for a
this?
long
I don't
time.
wanna
want them to
confirm
go
or
away.
This
deny
is
whether
the
I've ever
biggest
tried to do
fucking
this.
hippie fucking bullshit
I
I've
never
ever heard
tried
in
to
my
make
whole
them go
entire
away,
fucking
ever.
life.
Dude,
Wow.
if you gave
That's
if,
surprising.
listen, if you gave
It
hold
is
on.
that surprising that people think that they can manifest
vibrations in the earth,
and
you
it,
need
like-
to
back up from your mic.
Yeah.
and
You're
expand
screaming
clouds,
into it.
please.
Yeah. Just now
Please.
there is no cloud.
There's no way.
Now there's no way.
Dude.
No.
If you
If
gave
could
that
do
if you
shit,
gave
you'd
that
seriously
task,
be like Magneto.
Dude, if
Like,
you-
if you
no.
could do
If you
that,
gave that-
you'd
if
be
you gave
throwing
that task
people around.
This
a
is too much
Buddhist
hippie
monk-
bullshit for
if
my
you gave
brain
that
to
task
handle.
to a Buddhist monk, he would be like, "Yeah, I got it. Give me an hour."
My bullshit meter
You
You know what
is
I mean?
going
He'd be
off
like,
the
"What?
radar.
That cloud right there? All right, gone, gone, son." Dude, if they can make cancer disappear from a body, what's a cloud to a fucking Buddhist monk? Are you kidding me?
It's a cloud, and I think it will remain a cloud no matter how
Yep.
much he thinks about it.
Yep.
Can
Yep.
silver nitrate still be used
I don't
to
put
make
a
it
I don't
rain?
put a box
Make it
around
rain.
anything, bro. I don't put a lock on anything, on any idea. So I'll leave that
Me
one
neither,
open. You
but
guys can
fucking
close it.
busting clouds. That
I mean-
sounds.
Uh,
I
they're
mean,
saying
the-
that it was
there's a partial
falsely
bullshit
reported
to
as
that.
nitrate. It's silver iodide.
Oh, silver iodide. Okay.
That's
Oh,
what it
isn't
said
that what-
though, because there's all these questions saying then like
Can you
silver
make it
nitrate
rain?
making it rain.
Isn't that we're
Can
fine?
you make it rain? I'm gonna bring some silver iodide to the titty bar next
Silver
time.
iodide.
Just shoot it into the
Some
sky.
silver
and start
iodide,
storming
just
in there
start
and
throwing
shit.
it up in the air. Make it rain, bitch.
Yeah, but it'll rain like cigarette ash.
Oh.
Titty bar.
Yeah.
Lost dreams and tears.
Yeah, usually
Yes.
that's just the strippers crying.
It's gonna rain lost dreams and tears.
God.
We need a fucking break
I-
here, please.
Yeah, let's
That's
what's
a
up?
brilliant
How
idea.
long have we been going for?
You wanna
I gotta
break?
pee and smoke.
Yeah,
I
we've
don't
been
Even if it's
going
only
for, like, a
45
minute.
minutes, we're taking an early break this time because we got to get back in rare form for you next time.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's take a break. We'll be back.
Rare form.
Cloud busting.
Christ. God, my bullshit meter's going off the radar.
Now,
What?
people legit believe that they can do this. I've heard
We getting fucked up Friday
All
night.
right, we're back. We're back.
Let me get a shout out real quick.
Yep. Plug it up.
They're building it right now. We got part of it.
Too
It's
loud,
for a
man.
good cause. Pitcher Park, Carnegie, skate park. We're getting ready to build it right now. It should be open for the summer next year in spring. Go out, support it. It's backed by some pretty big names, and the woman who's running it has done nothing but good in it because the project is for her kids. Both her children died, and it was a real tragic event. And thanks to that lady who put her stuff together, and she got all these people together to kick in tons of money to build a skate park in Carnegie for her
Nice.
sons who love the skateboard and love the BMX.
That's awesome.
And we're getting ready to start building it now. It should be ready for the spring. So it's supposed to be the best skate park in the city, and also there's going to be a full pipe. Only skate park in this area, and actually I think in this region that has a full pipe.
Yeah, we probably
Yeah.
have to go to Woodward.
Yeah, you got to go pretty far to get one of those.
That's
so.
awesome, dude.
And it's badass. And
That's-
I'm going
that
to
is
definitely have
badass.
some pictures and stuff because I'm going to go out there when they're building it and stuff.
Nice.
It's going to be awesome.
We'll put them up on Twin Leaks when you do.
Definitely. But just shout out to that. And if you want to
Give us-
donate, go to pitcherpark.com.
We'll plug that. Give us the links for that. We'll
yeah.
put it up.
Pitcherpark.com.
We'll do
Yeah,
that.
we'll-
It's for a good cause.
Definitely do that up. But I
So,
don't know, guys.
What's else you got on that list, man? You got anything else for us?
I don't think I have any. Oh yeah. Bug out bags. Do you have bug out bags?
The hell's a bug out bag?
You don't know what the fuck a bug out bag is?
Nope. No.
All right,
bug out
it is
bag.
like a survival. Like, get the fuck out of town. I'm leaving. Like, shit just hit the fan. I gotta go out and survive at least 2 weeks in the woods before I have to go back into town to get food or know how to get food or anything like that. Like, you have to
That's
have
a good
like
thing
a
to have.
compass, like navigation. You should have a tent. You should have a machete. You should have a little axe or something, or a hatchet. You should have a knife. You should have flint. You should have fire starting equipment. You should have plastic bags. There's all kinds of shit, dude, I could list. But it's just good to have. I mean, I'd throw if I had $2,000 right now, I'd easily drop it right into a fucking bug out bag, because that's just
Wow.
like, I could set that right to the side and be like, all right, if anything happens,
It's
I'm
already
good.
ready.
Boom. Fucking, I have the
Well, you
backpack.
almost needed one
I have
here
the
with
best
this
shit.
government
That's what I'm
shutdown.
saying. Look what's happening. If your monkey brain hasn't got it by now, shit is gonna hit the fan, and there ain't gonna
Need
be
to
no
get it.
electricity or heat to fucking run shit for a while. Shit's gonna fucking go crazy. Like, it
Yep.
has to go bad before it goes good. And if you're not preparing for that, then you're just like in a state of denial almost. Everyone is in like this state of denial. But there's no coincidence that like Les Stroud and all these survival shows and doomsday preppers and like in these movies it shows all these acts of like doom. It's not doom. It's not. It is the apocalypse, but it is like the apocalypse just means like a switch in time. Like it's a new era in time. You know what I mean? That is what happens. So we're gonna have to go through this destruction before any recreation. But you just got to be ready, dude. And I feel like if you're not ready and you have money, then what the fuck are you doing? Are you waiting for the day that you have to run out to the store and fight people off for food, or do you just want to have food and have all this canned shit and just be like, all right, I'm good.
Well,
I'm
then
running
you
to
gotta
the
be ready
woods.
to fight people off yourself.
No, because you have a runoff spot. There's like they already identified safe spots in America that are like the least congested areas that you would never want to be. So you just set a place close to you, but not too close to you.
Allegheny, Washington,
like-
and Fayette County are red
Are
on
like
this map.
super populated, so you don't
They
want to be
wanna
anywhere
in these
near them.
counties.
You want to be in like West Virginia, Ohio, like
Yeah.
anywhere that's like underpopulated. But then you get
How the map
you
works-
plan a spot
Mm-hmm.
and that's like 2 hours, 3 hours away from you, so you can either walk to it or you can drive to it.
But how the map
You know what I
works,
mean? And that's where you
It's
set
like
up.
red
camp.
is like where you don't want to be. White is like it's neutral. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then green is places where it's like, you know, there's like nobody, and it's owned by county by county.
I'll be up in Cook's Forest. Oh shit! I shouldn't have said that to the
Uh-huh.
government.
Shouldn't have spoken.
Exactly.
Should have told those government feds.
Exactly. You can't tell your location, but that's just a good thing to look out for. I mean, if you aren't getting ready, if you aren't looking up simple survival techniques, you're gonna be fucked. When you're in the woods and you're just like, I don't know what to do to catch food or build a snare or make a fire or do this or anything simple like that. You know what I mean? You're just gonna be like, I'm useless. Like I look in the mirror and I'm like, all right, what can I do as a man that's like surviving as like my species to be like, if I was thrown into the woods, would I be able to survive? What knowledge do I have on this? If it comes up to like barely a Boy Scout, then you're fucking gonna die in the woods. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna have a really rough
Better
time.
stay close to the city.
Yeah.
Really rough time. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You should.
It's gonna be
Everyone
rough
should
there,
get their
though.
knowledge. Yeah, you don't want to be close to the
No,
city
city's
at
the last
all,
place you want to
dude.
be.
Because there's crazy fucks out there. I've talked to some people that I
I said
know
you
that are
better stay
like,
close if you ain't no good in the woods.
yeah, but that's
Well,
gonna
no,
be the only
yes.
place you have to go from this crazy city motherfuckers that are taking over the gangs and all that shit. That's where the city. That's what's gonna happen in the city. The gangs
the
are gonna
gang.
take over. Yeah, I guess so.
Gangs in New York.
That's what something's gonna. Dude, it's Fallout. It's Fallout, dude. Just play
Like
Fallout.
Fallout.
You'll
Escape from
understand.
Yeah,
You'll understand.
mm-hmm.
It's gonna be that it for a while. Militias are gonna form, and then there's gonna have to be some form of leadership, and hopefully it's like a peaceful leadership, because they found after revolutions like a more dominating leader gets in afterward because it goes to chaos. And that's what we can't have, you know what I mean? We may have survival in the woods and people connecting more with the environment, and that's not bad. And even in all these survival techniques, all you're doing is learning to provide for yourself and connect with the environment. You're learning to grow food. You're learning to nourish yourself. You're learning to survive. You're learning to connect with nature. And that's what it's really all about. But it's nice having the skills to be like, all right, if electric shut off, if the gas shut off, if the water shut off, I can
You can
survive
get shit done.
2 weeks, and I have a place to go to where I can like live off the land. You know what I mean? That's just that's a good thing to have. Or have a little map of that area, you know what I mean? Just a lot of things that are, like, me and my buddy have been thinking this over a lot, and it takes like a lot of thought behind it, because there's a lot of little things you'd never think of. Little stoves that I've seen people building
all
out
that.
of cans and
Give
shit.
me some antibiotics, then give me some water, give me some food, and some shelter. Straight. Fuck that. Yep.
I'm just
Where-
saying, it's way
That's all I need.
easier.
I'm just saying, just give me those things. I'm fine with all that. I don't need anything else.
But you do.
No. We'll
Fire.
I'll make fire. Make fire.
How?
Easy.
He
Rub two
smokes,
sticks
so he's
together.
gonna have a lighter.
Yeah, I
How
smoke.
do you-
I'll have a lighter on me.
Oh,
Trust
okay.
me. Somewhere
Yeah.
there'll
When
be a
that
lighter.
lighter runs out, what are you gonna do?
What?
That
Freeze
What
to
are we
death.
gonna do with that lighter? Freeze
when,
to death.
when
huh?
it runs
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
yeah.
Freeze to death.
By that
That's what I'm
time,
saying,
I
you
will
gotta
have already
learn.
invented every part of that lighter again for the second time.
Shut the fuck
For the
up.
second time. Now that lighter
Get some flint and
exists.
steel and
and
some-
mass
If
produced
there was
like
if
Henry
there was
Ford.
some basic valuable
If-
knowledge that should be taught in school, it should be how to survive in the fucking woods and
If you don't
plants
have
in
a
your
gun
area
your
that are
bag,
poisonous.
Oh,
and
how
not
fuck
poisonous.
would you be if you didn't have a
the
baked
first
jet
thing
with
you
those
need in
shitty
that bag is a
24
gun.
lighters?
Huh?
the first thing you need in that bag is a gun.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
need it. Yeah, you need self protection. You think there are people
Before-
that
Yeah, I
aren't going
forgot
to be
about that too.
because
Give me that too,
because
yeah.
like, hey, if you're gonna
Samurai
buy
sword.
shit for the end of the world, you better be prepared for the dark side of the end of the world. Which
Hey,
is
give me
like
a
the
knife
end
and
of
a
the
gun
world. There's
too.
not really
I
a
didn't even think about
plus
that.
to it.
Fuck
the
Here's
darker
happy part.
darker side of the end of the world.
Dude,
All
fuck
right.
the knife. Get a samurai sword.
Oh, yeah,
Give
Be a
me,
bitch.
just give me a knife and a,
Don't be a
and
bitch.
and a gun.
Samurai sword, definitely.
No
Fuck
reason
yeah,
for
dude.
that.
Yeah.
Cut someone in half, dude.
Well, you want
Yeah.
it for the zombies, man. Just
Yeah,
be popping
for the
heads
zombies.
off left and right. I think that's one of the top 5 ways the apocalypse is going to happen. Personally, is
Yep.
one of them.
Wait, but
Definitely gonna be a zombie.
radiation, bro, might bring the dead back to
Fukushima's
life,
bringing
Or
it.
spores.
or spores
Mm-hmm.
could
Mhm.
possibly do
Yeah.
that. Mushrooms do have amazing abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We're all turning into
I think all
zombies
this
'cause
shit
of
is meant
mushrooms.
to happen, dude. This, like I said, all this bad shit is just fueling an age of good shit. So, all this turmoil and shit, that's what
When the age
that's
of
what
Aquarius
comes. That's what the flower comes out of. You know what I mean? They what the lily pad or the. That's why they adore the lily, and it's like the top. Is it the lily? That's like the top chakra that's coming out of your head. Is it like a water
A
lily?
lotus,
A lotus? Yeah, it's a lotus because it emerges from the dark depths.
which is a water lily.
Yeah, into the fucking light. You know what I mean? So we come out of this rebirth, this lava, if you will, to form new Earth. You know what I mean? We were just talking about volcanoes earlier.
Right.
It's like the
Like they make
destruction,
land.
the destruction of the volcano. So we're destroying all the shit to have
That
a,
was
like,
a
fire
storyline in a
rebirth.
Pokemon game.
What?
Team Magma wanted to fucking create more land and get rid of all the oceans.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Team
that's-
Aqua wanted to flood the earth
Right.
and get rid of all the land.
I love Pokemon. If you don't love Pokemon, dude, you're missing out. You are missing out. I feel bad.
That was
for
after
you.
you guys' generation.
I
huh?
feel bad for you if you've never
Yeah,
played a
yeah.
Pokemon
I've
game.
never played a Pokemon
Whoa!
game.
That's
oh
after
my
us.
Ever
God,
We fucked with Pogs, man. Don't
Yeah.
dude.
We fucked with Pogs.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
Pogs,
you
not
have to.
old
You
school.
have to play Pokemon.
Get
It's just
yourself
so,
a slammer, fool.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
And
I
some
played Pogs
douches
before.
played Magic until like
haven't played Magic.
recently. Then we
I
picked up
still
and
play
I
started
used to
playing
play
Magic.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Fuck
back
you,
in the
you
day.
wasn't playing
Pokemon.
Magic before.
Dude, we
No,
should play
the
Magic.
fuck?
I'd play Magic for sure. I got a Magic deck.
Yeah,
Let's do it up.
but back in the days, it was like
Dude, we gotta get this D&D
douche-tastic.
started.
Everybody and their brother wanted to play it.
Do you guys want to
Now
play
the only
D&D?
people that
D&D?
play.
Do you guys want to play fucking D&D?
D&D.
I have played D&D once when I was in middle school.
I've never
Do you-
played D&D.
That's-
Do you
that's
wanna
I've
play?
never played it.
Never played D&D.
It's basically playing like
Dungeons
fucking
and Dragons.
Skyrim, except it's like
Dungeons
a
and
board
Dragons,
game.
people.
Yeah,
I don't even know. If
apparently
we had a
I
board.
was outlawed from doing that through my childhood because my uncle was like so obsessed with that shit that he started like being a fucking pervert and shit.
Whoa.
What?
I don't know. He did all
Pervert?
kind of crazy shit.
I doubt
Well,
that Dungeons and Dragons led to
I hope
him
nobody
being a
listens.
pervert.
Yeah.
I know somebody's gonna listen to this and
That
get
dark
pissed off.
elf's gonna take it. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna listen to this and get pissed
Fucking
off. I
orc
know.
troll.
But the
Better
truth
roll
is,
up on that bitch.
the truth is, my uncle is in a fucking state pen for some pervert shit right now. So
Wow.
I mean, no, that's the true story. And like my mom before, like he got into some dark places, and this is before he turned perv. I mean, before all that, he was like just doing some real dark ass worshiping Satan type shit.
All right.
And like my mom's whole side of the family like attributed Dungeons and Dragons to the reason why this cat
Wow.
was
Wow.
like so fucked
No.
up and why he was like worshiping the devil and like liking all this
Definitely
crazy
not.
shit. No lie, I'm serious. And then, you know, once he got older, he was always like a real cool uncle with me. And then, you know, he just got popped for some bullshit. Well, not really bullshit. The dude did do it, perv. Just so you know that.
Long story
offense.
short,
Hey, Uncle George, you
fucking
was always
perv.
my favorite brother, but I'll tell you what, you're a fucking perv. No, I ain't got nothing to say
Oh,
about that.
man.
I hate that shit. Don't come around my daughter.
That's right.
Wow.
I don't fuck around
That's
with
some
that,
serious
dude.
shit, dude.
I hate that, man. I hate fucking people who do that. Child pornography is
sure.
fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
Why? I don't even understand the interest in that.
No, it's fucked up, is it not?
Dude,
That's a statement that doesn't.
back
I'm
in
just
the,
saying,
back in
that's
the
fucked
day, they
up.
used to fucking do that shit all the time.
Yeah, they
and,
used to do
marry
that shit.
little
Well, fuck
boys
that,
and
dude.
fucking- that's
Being a
just
father of a
crazy,
6-year-old
dude.
daughter, I know that she don't know no damn better. So I'm gonna tell you that right now. If anybody ever did that shit to my daughter, I'd kill him. And
That
like,
shit's fucked up. What kind of
I mean,
sick,
how old do you
sick
have to
fuck
be?
does
Like,
that,
I
dude?
could see 15 and older because people start to develop their own thoughts and shit like that. Like, I could see how 18 is just like kind of a you know what I mean? It's just an indiscriminate number.
Well, that's when a
I can
woman's
see
body
that.
is supposed to have a baby.
Well, I'm just saying, but when we were,
It's
but
15
like
to
if you look
18,
back in
to be
history,
completely
from when we
honest.
were civilized on, like, I mean, not even civilized on, but when we were from like America on, it started to
America
become
on.
not so hot, right? When like the 1900s, like it's moving past that, even maybe
What?
like the 30s.
What, being older?
No,
kinda?
where
I have
guys
no
like
idea what you're
were 18 and dating girls who were like 12 and 13. Like my
What?
grandparents were like 6 years difference, and my pap was in his 20s when he was talking to my grandma. She was like 16, 15. I'm just saying, so like it wasn't all that long ago.
Oh, so
Oh,
it was
yeah.
where
way
that
more
became-
stretched back then. Like where it was like 25 and 12.
Oh yeah, dude. You know, my
12
grandma, and my
12's
pap, like
probably
they
a
was
bit
like
young.
17,
14,
18.
15.
You know.
I'm just saying,
But
no, like
still.
12's fucked up.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it was like that back then, and it wasn't all that long ago where
Oh, yeah.
people were
No.
doing that. However, if you're fucking around with a kid
Dude.
that's anything under her teens, you're a douche. And if you're fucking with a girl that's under her teens nowadays, you're a super douche too, because you're
A
still gonna get popped for
douche.
doing
Oh
a
my
fucking
God.
retarded ass shit. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I don't even.
That goes
Like,
beyond the word douche.
If the
dude.
girl can't,
Hold on,
Earlier
we
we
need
were
to
talking
get
about
can't
dark
make her
get off
do
the
places.
something.
subject.
No, it's the truth though. There's a lot of pervs in this
There
fucking
is.
world, dude. Check Megan's list. How many?
Dude, I
fucking,
can't believe
Have you
Brent
checked Megan's list near your
No,
house
what the
lately?
fuck is that?
You can get an app for that. It'll show
Megan's
you where.
list?
This is
I think
segueing, bitch.
there's a dude that lives 2 houses down. that's
Merv.
That's what I'm
His
trying-
name's
this is
Merv.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Merv
yeah,
Lake Perv.
yeah, Merv the perv.
Really?
Yeah, he lives like right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Fuck, dude. Yeah,
They've
that's
looked it
fucked
up. Trust
dude.
me, they've looked it up.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta get that. He doesn't even have a sign in his lawn that says, "Hey, I'm a fucking
Yeah, no, they don't
pervert."
have to do that. They have to go knock on their neighbors'
that's
doors
not a
and
bad
tell them.
idea.
Yeah, he
that.
didn't tell us that. He didn't tell us that shit. He
Well,
never told us that. No one
I don't
ever
know.
informed us of
What?
that.
I'm like, what is going on
Yeah, you
here?
better go look that list up.
Like across the street, up this way.
Oh,
and
that's
one
right,
house
we're
over.
calling him on that
and then
podcast.
back one house. Just
He's
call
on
him
Megan's
out.
list, dog.
All
Yeah,
right.
well, yeah.
Oh.
No, Megan's list is like the blacklist of this century. Like,
Oh,
you're a
man.
fucking asshole if you're on there. No
Yeah.
lie. No
Oh
lie.
yeah.
You're a
You
fucking
wanna-
asshole.
What if
You wanna
someone out
destroy
there?
someone's
What if
life,
someone
put it
Although
on
there
there.
are a few people
What if someone
that
out
have,
there
like,
is looking
dated
at it right
17
now,
year
their
olds
name
though.
is on it.
There are dudes that are like 19 and were dating 17-year-olds though that are on Megan's list for some bullshit because their girlfriend got pissed at them or
Yep.
something like that.
Uh,
Like there
Yeah,
are
there
some
is some
people that are
bullshit
on
on
Megan's
there.
list for bullshit. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that just the biggest black hole right now? Though, like we're like, if anyone's on Megan's list, chances are you're not getting a fucking job. Chances are you're not fucking getting.
I don't know if
Really
they check that on Megan's list.
Oh, they
Like,
do.
Oh,
they?
yeah.
Oh, they
Or
do.
They check that.
Oh, they
Do
check
they?
the fuck out of that. Yes.
Fuck yeah.
You ain't never going near a school. That's for fucking
Even
sure.
though that one senator lived right across from a school, and he was
Listen, the
accused-
government
or
pays
no,
for
not
these
that
Megan's
senator,
list
that
fucks
guy
too.
at Penn State.
Sandusky.
I got a buddy right
Sandusky
now
lived
works
right
with two
across
of
from
them.
a school, but yeah, he was a sexual predator, and they let that shit happen.
I got a buddy right now who works in the government. Fucking, he works for the government, getting paid by our government that our taxpayer dollars go to watch over 2 people who are on Megan's list.
Really?
Yes, 2 fucking people, and these dudes can't even be around little kids because they start getting excited and crazy. And our government pays for them to be fed, housed. They get new
Wow.
couches, they get new shit.
What
and
kind of waste of money
You
is
know how
that?
far you know how far this is? It's right on 136, dude.
Well,
Wow.
wait. Aren't these people mentally retarded?
No, they
Okay,
are not.
Never mind.
They're
They
just
are
sick.
mentally
I thought
fucked
you
up
were
because
sick.
of what they get excited over. But no, they're not mentally retarded. They can
Okay.
talk.
You think that's from
and
how they're
like
raised,
normal
though?
people.
Or just
No.
a thing in their brain? What is that? What is that? What makes people do that? What is that?
But our government pays for that. So just so you know that.
I want
Dude,
to
I
get
have
behind
no
the
But yeah, we shut down
psychological-
because we can't pay our bills. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
we're
on the
paying for
cyber-
fucking
yeah.
asshole perverts to live in a house
I'd kind
together.
of rather them be kept an eye on. I'm just saying.
No,
I'd rather them
No.
not
Like,
be in
be in
society
jail
ever.
or
Yeah,
destroyed.
be somewhere. Yeah, be that. Honestly, you
Destroy
hate
them.
that to say about people.
don't
but
furnish them with a
it's like,
house that's
I wish
nicer
we had
than-
a cool.
Their
shoot
house
them
is
into
nicer
the
than almost
sun.
every one of us.
Shoot them into the sun.
I'm saying, Rita, there's this house is as nice as all of our houses are.
Uh-huh.
Like as nice as that, hands
Uh-huh.
down. I mean, they have the comforts, they have everything, they have cable, they have all the full
That's
blown shit.
ridiculous.
bullshit.
How exactly is that possible?
They got a new couch the other day. It's all government funded. And there's
How-
they pay.
He's like,
they
I
pay
was
3 people.
there.
3 people
I
have to be
was
staffed.
there.
I
So
know
wait,
somebody
alright,
who
so
works
why
there.
aren't
I
they-
mean, like,
okay.
and I know him very well, and he tells me
Oh,
all the time.
shit.
So
Yeah.
why aren't they in like a jail or a mental
They're
institution?
not.
Why not?
Because they're not. They're just watched over in this house. There's 2 of them. They live
Are they
together.
like? Do they have connections to anyone?
No.
You think?
Yeah,
There's
they
3
like
people
mob
have to be on shift at
perverts?
all time. I was told 3 people.
Dude, that's bullshit. I would just fucking throw them in a fucking
That means those
psych
3
ward
people,
in their own room
they're
and say,
paying 3
"Bye-bye."
people. They have a kitchen. They
right.
get all their meals made for them.
I don't.
get all
Yeah,
that
I don't
shit.
see like if they're mentally deranged, why aren't they in a psych ward? And if they're not, why are we paying?
Good
for them?
question. But guess what? I know my buddy makes 80 hours a week doing that sometimes. He told
What?
me he brought
Paying
home
for that?
$1,500.
Yeah,
in a
but
month-
we're
in a week.
still
In a
we're
week. He
paying
told
for
me he
that.
brought $1,500
We're
home
paying
in a
for
week
that shit.
because he worked
Yeah.
overtime so much there.
You're paying for that shit. You know
Yeah,
what I
our
mean?
government. That's what I'm trying to
Well,
get at.
we're getting further.
We
in
are
debt
paying
that
for
at any
perverts.
rate. We're not
Well,
paying for
Yeah.
it. We're
Well,
just
like
getting
well,
more
like you
debt
said
for it.
before, you were
That's
like,
not
let's
good.
go over
Yeah,
this
it's-
necessary expenditure. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like what we're really paying for. It should be on a list and be presented to the people at all times. You should be able to go to gov.com and be like,
Yep.
all right, these are the percentages. This is how much money's going into everything.
And if
like-
you get X amount of
and-
people that say
and
they don't
there's
want to
like-
pay for that, we
and
ain't
there's
paying
like
for it.
Mhm.
10 separate entities that are monitoring these systems that are like, all right, this is how much money goes in, this is how much money comes out. It's not like one system that like, oh
Well,
yeah,
We got away from a
We're
true
just fucking-
democracy a long
Yeah,
time ago. Like, we
exactly.
got away from
We were
people.
never at a true
We're a
democracy.
republic.
Yeah.
And
Republic.
Yeah.
And we got away from that, though, a long time ago, I think. Like, the people don't run this country anymore. They don't.
The corporations.
really.
They barely ever did.
Yeah.
They barely ever. They thought
I'm
they
just
did
saying,
for a
though, like,
second.
you
The
come
government.
off
But they
saying
never
that,
really
that
did.
you say that it's a government for
bankers.
the people, by
The
the
bankers
people.
run the
But
country.
like, we don't
They,
get that.
they run more
No,
of it
the
than we do.
businesses above the bankers run the country, and
Trial
then someone
lawyers-
else above them.
Trial lawyers make laws all the time. Like, trial lawyers are like the fourth branch of government, and nobody elects them because in America,
It's a
If-
buddy system.
it's
Nepotism.
we have case law. So if you win a case that's arguing over a specific point of law, then that's now kind of the law because you can just cite that case. Like, look, it's
Oh,
already been
yeah.
decided that this happened. You know, so courts.
If you're in kind of the same situation.
Yeah,
you're
if you're
like,
in,
yep.
if so, I mean, they have huge amounts of influence like that.
Loopholes, dude, all day.
Mhm.
All law is like shit bricks built on top of each other,
Shit bricks.
and they just find a peephole once in a while and get through it. Like, fucking bullshit, dude. I don't know why there shouldn't be bullshit lawyers when there's so much evidence to convict somebody. Like, there's so many things we can do now that prove people are guilty, and yet there's still an argue over a case. Like, it should be the person talking for themselves, representing themselves with the evidence, like, fully explained on their part, like a mental evaluation, this, that, and the other. It shouldn't just be like one guy running off to like use different methods to like fuck the judge and fuck the system and like confuse them in a way to like win the case. That's all it really is, just a mental battle between the lawyers and the judge
It's the first
to
one
cite
find
one
loophole.
thing after
And
the
the
other.
jury.
It's like loophole, yeah, and you just have to convince the jury, which isn't
Mhm.
that hard, really. You just do like a little fake emotion once in there and here, and like I love how they did it on South Park. It's like, this is Chewbacca.
Right.
Now he doesn't have anything to do with this case. He's a Wookiee. You know what I mean? That does not make sense. I mean, you must have quit. That does not make sense.
Chewbacca argument.
The Chewbacca argument.
It's great, dude.
You must have quit.
It's
You must have quit.
It says a lot.
There's
Yeah,
something
that's-
about him being on Endor or something like that.
Yeah.
What?
With
He's on
Ewoks.
Endor, but he was not a Wookiee.
Yeah,
You
something
see,
like that.
he was Endor, but he was not a Wookiee. That does not make sense. It's so hilarious. By the way, there's a new South Park on tonight. If you're watching it, then congratulations. I'm probably going to catch it later. I mean, I love South
And
Park.
congratulations.
Oh, they're watching us, so they're not watching
They're not.
it.
No, because this will be
Maybe
posted
they're-
like a day,
Well, I know, but
a
I
day or
mean,
two.
whenever
If
they're
you're watching
watching
us.
this, they'll be watching this.
If you're watching us.
Oh.
Boom,
Watch me
mine.
finger
Oh,
him.
yes. Hey, well, at a time, they can travel back in time in their memories and be like,
Turn this shit off and go watch that old episode of South Park.
Pumpkin.
Hey, yeah, funny quote.
Pumpkin.
The guy who shares an office with me today, and mad respect to Glenn because I feel like this guy could write an entire freaking book on just the statements that come out of this guy's mouth. Like, he makes those like classic one-liner, two-liner fucking statements that just, you know, you're like, man, I wish I could remember that when
Yep,
I have
just
to.
hit it out the park.
He was like,
Mhm.
today he was talking about all the problems that were in the company. He's like, it's hard to soar with the Eagles when you're working with a bunch of turkeys.
I love that guy,
And I
dude,
was
in
like,
the
fucking,
office.
that's
Like,
awesome,
that dude
dude.
that just like goes
Yeah.
home every night and he just writes that one.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I'm gonna say this.
This dude
I'm gonna
doesn't
get
even
that
need to write it
opportunity.
down.
I know.
My
I
man
know.
Glenn is so fucking awesome with it. He has the best all the time.
Pulls them
Hands
out
down.
of his hat like
Yeah.
six in a day, just like
The
yeah.
guy, no, he breaks them out all day, and I share an office with him, so it's constant comedy. That's why I'm in Braddock all the time. I love that.
Oh,
place.
man.
This dude's fucking awesome. He always has statements. I wish I could remember half of the classic ones, but that's always a good one. I like that one today. It made me think, though. He's right. It is.
Yeah, I like even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Hey,
Like,
yeah, he says that one too. That's a good
explain
one.
like a fucking dumbass. Like, hey, broken
He does
clock's
say that
right
one.
twice a day. But yeah, we're turning into a pumpkin, so I figure we're gonna wrap this up. Is you feeling
Yep.
like groovy?
Yep.
Ready to
Sound
ready to
good.
shut it down? All right. Well, it was good having you on. I feel like there was
Yeah.
magic on this podcast.
Yeah, this
it
was
was
a good one,
definitely
guys.
fucking a good flow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hell, hold on. There was something that we like to talk about. Did you guys see? And I'm hoping somebody can answer this for me. because I didn't read the whole full article, but did you see that the Yeti, they found DNA evidence about Yetis that tie to certain animals, and I do not know the fucking animals.
Gigantopithecus?
There were 2 animals, I believe, that they found in the DNA for the Yeti.
What?
Yeah,
Where'd
they
get
had-
Yeti DNA.
Dude,
first
listen.
off?
They did DNA analysis, and they feel like the Yeti was possibly a ancient.
Hybrid.
I think they said polar bear was one of them, but there were 2 animals' DNA that they
Found.
I
Polar
don't
bear
know.
monkey?
Maybe
A
they
monkey
found
polar
DNA
bear?
somewhere. I didn't read the whole article, but I was hoping one of you guys possibly did, just
I
throwing
didn't,
it out
but
there.
now I'm real fucking
But
curious.
please look it up because it was on Yahoo the other day. I saw it on Yahoo.
Maybe that was one of the initial seeds of mankind.
And I'm not the only person to
Maybe.
ask me because 2 people at work brought it up to me too
Dude,
because they
it
know
sounds
how I
real
like the crazy
interesting
shit.
because
Right.
I don't know, man. That'd be exciting.
Would it?
Oh.
I mean, if they found Yeti DNA, what the hell would that tell you? We have running missing
That
links
would
running
that
around
would
the
open up
Himalayas for
that would
a long
open
time.
up the Sasquatch case a lot bigger and a
Yep.
lot
Yeah, well, I
wider
mean,
and turn like the missing link of mankind into more of like a story of different species instead of like
Well,
like
what would
one
it-
species
just think
evolving. It
about
would be
it.
like totally
just-
different.
I mean,
Like
well,
the
yeah.
giants on the Earth could have been these Yetis and these fucking Sasquatch. We never
Another
know.
hominid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that we have a whole bunch of
That
great
we are
apes, but
competing
we don't
with.
have another hominid.
That we were competing
Just think
with
about that. If we
at
found
the
another
beginning
hominid
of
like
time.
living alongside us, like how
Mhm.
much that would just like shock
Well,
everyone.
change
sure.
everything.
Yeah.
It would change
Yeah.
everything.
right under
You
our
know,
feet.
There's only we
Right
think
under,
we
what if it
only,
was
we
right
only
under our
think
feet,
there's
living in
8
caves?
We only think there's 8 apes, but you know, if there's 9 or fucking 10,
Mhm.
you know, maybe one of them's bipedal like
Mhm.
us, dude. That's
And uses tools.
Whole other.
It has
Well,
a
I mean,
language.
I feel like I don't like when
Cool.
people like just search out humans like us to be like, oh, there's other intelligent life when we already know dolphins are fucking super intelligent. We
I
don't
saw you
study
posted
those.
that today. Dolphins are extremely
Dude,
intelligent.
dolphins
Yeah,
are the
they're-
shit, dude.
They're real smart.
They're talking about
Orcas are
communication.
more intelligent.
The communication, yeah, but that's just a form of a higher intelligent dolphin. It's just like the same.
It's a big dolphin.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
just the
an orca
same-
is.
Big
yeah.
motherfucking dolphin.
That's
Yeah,
what it
it's
is.
just-
It's not a whale.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a bunch of the same species, kind of like mankind evolved.
Yeah.
But there's like dolphins, orcas, and whales, and they just echolocate, and it's just like they already had.
Well,
they
it's
said
like
that dolphins were
porpoises,
way on
and
on
then
this
it's like
earth
orca.
before humans were. You know what I mean? They had a
Oh,
head
yeah.
start, so they're already super advanced. So the way they
Oh, 'cause
communicate,
if
it's
dolphins,
telepathic and it's echolocation. It's fucking crazy.
Man, dolphins.
Dolphins are
just
the
freaking
shit.
Awesome.
I just have to say, every time I've looked on my spiritual path and followed the spiritual journey and watched a spirit science like you,
Mhm.
and then kept clicking on little things on the side, or watched Terrence McKenna and kept going in deeper and deeper, I always find dolphins. There's some kind of link between dolphins, enlightenment, consciousness, awakening, and how like the aliens that we could be searching for, the higher intelligence, could be right below our fucking feet, could be right in the ocean in a different dimension that's like glass basically,
Mhm.
but but you can move through it. You know, the permeable glass.
Yeah, and you can go like we just walk.
You
on
can
the
break
surface of
dimensions,
Earth,
yeah.
and they can swim anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like what it's like half. Well, I mean, in the beginning, there's probably like a couple different ways that man split off from the ocean. Some were just like, we're just gonna stay here and evolve.
But
Others
it's crazy
that had
they're
the same-
mammals,
Yeah,
You know? I mean,
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
That's just another link to the chain, and they have a brain that's super similarly shaped to ours. It's like the
Mhm.
same brain almost, but it's a little bit bigger, I think.
Yes.
And it's just like super active, and they know that
I don't know,
they
do
call
have-
each other names and stuff.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
different names, and like they have a whole language of their own. So it's thought to be that like that could be like a whole different alien race right next to us.
Dolphins are the shit.
And we still put
Dolphins
him
are
in
the
zoos.
shit, and we put them in zoos.
Oh.
But they love us, dude. They love us
They
unconditionally.
kind of
Yeah, they're like the dogs of the ocean. They love us,
You
dude.
ever seen
They love
like
us,
an-
dude. It
a
goes
dolphin
swim with the
video
dolphins.
show,
They
it
love
seems like it's loving
humans
it.
unconditionally. They don't care if they're in a fucking cage or whatever. Well, they probably do care, but they're still connecting with mankind. So I
don't
could say
know.
that
They really-
dolphins
they
love
do
humans.
tricks for fish.
Dude, they fucking battle sharks out of the way. They've saved humans. They've saved seals. They've saved all kinds of things. They love
Maybe they just hate
humans.
sharks.
They
No,
do.
they do hate sharks.
They do fucking.
But they
kick
they
sharks'
fuck up
asses too.
sharks,
Yeah, like
dude.
Paul
They
fuck
fuck
off
'em up,
sharks.
dude.
Fucking
Yeah.
And there's
eat
been
sharks.
cases where people have been getting attacked by a shark, and a dolphin pod
Yep.
has like attacked the shark.
That's definitely been cases.
So fucking that just
Seen
tells
that.
you something right there, dude. They're connected in a whole different way, and people are just. I feel like there's a huge underestimation when people look up to the skies. They think everything's up there, and we need to be focusing more on like what's here.
May
just
just
like
share
in
the same
energy
kind of
work.
brain waves we have and the same kind of brain activity. You know what I mean? They don't
Maybe
share
they're-
body or
maybe they
chemical
collect-
composition. They don't share all of that, but maybe their brain works
I
on the
think
same
that-
kind of frequencies as we do, and maybe that's why they are. Because you're right.
Maybe
There's
they're connecting
tons of
in the-
stories of dolphins
the
saving
unconscious
human beings.
is
Tons of stories
connected
of
to
dolphins
dolphins as well.
fighting off sharks for humans. There's tons of fucking stories about humans and dolphins interactions for years.
Yeah, the
Years.
worst.
Humans don't seem to naturally get it. I mean,
Well, it's because we've lost sight of the picture. It's because we've been misinformed for so many generations, fed so much bullshit and lies that we
Through the
can't
television.
tell what the real story is. Yeah, television and the radio and everything that just manipulates your mind. Basically, the TV, because that box will just melt you, dude. Like if I went back to watching TV for a month, I guarantee my mind would just be fucking nothing. Pace at
love
this
TV.
time because they're making it more powerful now more than ever, because it's like everyone's trying to get like this feeling of rebellion in them, this feeling of like I'm not taking shit anymore. But if you're still watching television, they're just cranking up the volume.
Yep.
Like put on those subliminals like a motherfucker. We want sex and drugs. We want you in the low vibrations. We want you nowhere near your third eye. You know what I mean? You don't need to wake up. Like you want to be
Sports on mute.
You want to be jacking off to fucking Miley Cyrus dancing on a pole. You don't want to be looking up a
You don't want to
video.
be beating off the good
You don't wanna be-
shit.
no, you
you
don't
want to be
wanna
beating off
meditate.
the Miley Cyrus on the
low
pole.
grade
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, like don't be beating off
Why aren't
the
there
low
tits
grade.
on TV?
What?
Yeah, we need
Why
tits
aren't
on
there tits-
television.
Aren't there
on
tits
TV?
on TV? There will
No.
be soon. Don't worry.
There hasn't
If
been.
that's what you really want,
Dude,
it's already
they've
all
had
over
tits on
Facebook and
TV
shit,
on,
dude.
Like in
Everywhere.
Europe for
That's
decades.
the advertisement thing now. Is like tits
Back
and
to
ass.
prostitution should be legalized. I ain't
well,
fucking
Hey,
with you.
dude, it's legalized in
Full
fucking
circle we went
Reno.
tonight, folks.
We did.
Full
We brought it full circle.
circle.
Brought full
And that's what
circle.
I'm talking about. That's
Back to whores,
beautiful,
sucking dick
beautiful.
for cash.
Symmetry.
Dude, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If you, I hate how, well, I don't really hate it, but I don't like how people like don't rate the podcast good because they feel like there's a little bit of lower vibration or garbage or what have you, or this we talk about sex and drugs and all kinds of shit, but that's needed. We need to balance it out. It's a balancing act.
If
Yes.
you don't think that fucking is a natural
No, but it's just
occurrence
funny
for
shit,
human
dude. It's
beings, that's what
funny.
I'm saying. No, if
Like, we
anybody
bring in
that's
the
listening
whole-
to this shit
like you
doesn't
said,
feel
full
like
circle, dude.
fucking is something that we should be doing naturally, you're full of shit and you ain't never had good sex, motherfucker.
Dude, full
I'm just
circle.
telling you what's up because that
Full
shit makes
circle.
you
What's up?
feel legit.
Shit.
All right,
Does it? Not.
well, you want to end on that?
Works for me.
We are wrapping up.
All right, we're wrapping
We
up.
are wrapping up. Thanks, guys.
Wrap
for
it
coming
up
on.
like
Good
a
night.
Trojan.
Good night, guys. But check us on Facebook, like us, follow us on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about.
Join the fantasy drafts.
Join the fantasy drafts. Also
Please.
check out Tumblr, Twin Leaks Cast. All right,
Peace.
peace.